ダメだねダメよダメなのよ切れた
Hello and welcome back to the fence. How are y'all doing tonight? It's so good to see you. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a great day today and you're looking forward to some good times tonight, my friends. We're here for it. We're diving back into Resident Evil Requiem a little bit later in the show. We are on episode 6 of our playthrough and we just finished up the Rhodes Clinic section of the game, and things got wild. So tune in. We're going to be jumping back in here a little bit later in the show. But before all that, I'm happy to be here to bring you a place to share your story and be part of ours. We're going to hang out, catch up a little bit, offer some peer support to anybody who feels like they might need it today. If you got something you want to share that's on your mind, something to get off your chest you need some support on, let us know. We're here for you today. And as always, you can expect a judgment-free atmosphere and a fun one at that. I'm looking forward to hearing from you all today. Let's see who we got in the chat right now. Cashew Demon, what's up? Welcome back. How are you doing? What's the latest? How have you been? You been doing any new art endeavors lately? How's the kiddo doing? Welcome on back in. Welcome on back in. Prince, what's up, dude? Welcome back in. You married your anime waifu with AI. It's so bizarre, dude. It's so weird to look at. I don't know what it is about it. I saw that earlier and I was like, what is going on here? Welcome on back, my friend. Blair, what's up, dude? You're diving deep into Final Fantasy IX. I'm excited for you. I love it. I love it very much. I hope that game continues to grow on you. It only gets better as it gets further and further into the storyline. I was just talking about that game on socials a couple days ago because it's one of the standout Final Fantasy games to me, and just with how much whimsy it carries, with how much personality and charm that it has. And it's a game that has a lot of heart as well. But it doesn't blend those things. Like, Final Fantasy doesn't always blend those things in the way that Final Fantasy IX does. 10-2 came close, but doesn't really have as much heart in it. But has all the whimsy and the charm and good gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. But lacking on the narrative front to me. But 9 is a special game. So continue to enjoy. It's good to see you here today. Lucid, what's up, buddy? Welcome back, man. How was your rest last night? Did you get that good sleep that you needed? It's nice to see you 2 days in a row. Hell yeah, man. Hero, holy shit, welcome back. Well, what's up, buddy? How you been? What have you been up to lately? Yo, what have you been playing lately? I'm trying to remember the last thing that you were playing, Hero, that you were talking to us about, and I don't know why it's just escaping me right now. But I hope the games have been going well, dude. Well, we opened a new business, and it's been booming, and I'm the accountant for it. What? No way. That's awesome, dude. What's your business? Hell yeah. It's a learning curve, but oh man, it's not for the weak. I mean, owning your own business is, yeah, it takes a lot of work, a lot of time. You have to be willing to fail and learn from the mistakes so that you can do better next time. Like, there's a lot of that, which requires some emotional resilience. But I know you have that on lock. You're one of the most emotionally resilient people that I have met over the years. So that's exciting. That is exciting. Wow. I started 9 because of Jenny, and also because that bitch ass Vivi kicking my shins in Magic the Gathering. You said, I need to know more about this little man. Oh, he's the best. I love Vivi so much. What a character. Thank you, Magic the Gathering, for collabing with Final Fantasy and creating more Final Fantasy fans. Because, dude, what a special franchise that is. Playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Oh, you're back in it. That's right. You started playing on hard mode, right? Also playing COD, helping people with the zombie map Easter eggs. Oh, fun. You're going back to that. You used to do that with the last Call of Duty as well, didn't you? You're watching Black Clover? Nice, man. I still haven't gotten on that one yet. I've heard really good things, though. Slept decently, said Lucid. I do this thing where I wake up around 4 or 5, go to the bathroom, and then just knock the fuck out afterwards. I'm pretty sure I slept a good 9 hours. Wow, dude. Right on. Okay, well, so your body's like, I gotta pee at 5 in the morning. I like that kind of happens like clockwork. That used to happen to me too. And then I think I used to drink a lot more water before bed, and that's why that was happening. But that's funny. Like 9 hours though, damn, dude, that you must have slept like a baby. That sounds so good. Also, sleeping like a baby. Who said that? Who was the one that started saying that? Because have you met babies? They like don't sleep. That's like their thing. They just don't do that. They're always up, waking you up. Like who started saying that? This is a weird one. Home improvements, mechanic on vehicles, and trash removal. It's a jack of all trades in a way. Really? That's so interesting. So wait, do you have like different crews for each of the different like services that you provide, or like how does that work? Because I can see that like the scheduling getting overwhelming at a point with that. 9 is close to my number one Final Fantasy. That it could be kind of a tie with 7. Wow. See, and 9's really far up there on my list of favorite Final Fantasies as well. But that's impressive that it's up there with 7 for you. Wow. I don't fuck with Vivi, stupid ankle biting bitch. You got to get over yourself a little bit, because Vivi's a good dude. Vivi's a good dude. He ain't never done anybody wrong in actuality. He deserves better. We'll see. You have to tell us your reactions whenever you get to the Vivi focused section of that game. You're playing Mega Man Star Force. I saw that collection come out and I thought of you immediately, Hero. That's cool. I've never actually played those Battle Network games. Are they good? Helped Reaps with the Easter egg too. That's right. I remember that. Yeah, that's very cool. Leveling up stuff right now to make some builds. Nice. I genuinely think it's because I used to wake up around 5 when I was going to college. I legit think my body is like, why the fuck aren't we getting up at this time? We did this shit for 2 years. Yeah, you're changing the game too much. You're changing the game too much. You're making your body pissed. It's pissed. Different crews, but it all works out because we know many guys who we hire for the areas that need coverage and give them a pay rate for the job. Good. Good on you, too, for being like responsible employers. And paying people for the work that they're doing, because not all work is the same, you know. That's really cool. Wow, look at you, Ash. I'm so proud of you. I feel like you've been doing nothing but coming up in the world over the recent years. It's cool to see. Coming a long way. This is my first time playing the Star Force game. They're peak, but the encounter rate's so annoying. You can go in the settings and turn them off, but I chose to not do it. If there's something that Mega Man Battle Network just can't figure out, it's the encounter rates. Like, what is the deal? They're like, oh, would you like to have a battle every 3 steps that you take? I know you do. That's fun for gamers. People like that, right? Like, no. No. I just got to a new map. I want to explore and see what treasures there are. I don't want to battle constantly. Also, I'm dying and my children are starving. I cannot get to the next save point. Please stop assaulting me. It's terrible, man. The Zubat Cave thing. I used to compare Battle Network encounter rates to Pokemon encounter rates, because sometimes they can be terrible. But my God, dude, I think that for random battles, Battle Network takes the cake, man. It's almost not even comparable. It's ridiculous. Me and Lucid, 5 a.m. pissing buddies. Apparently, because I also do the same things. Look at you two piss boys. All right, here we are. Just a couple of pissing buddies. Where's Scarlet? I know that they'd appreciate this conversation. Oh, man. Appreciate it, bud. Next step's now getting me a second vehicle for the kiddos that has more space. There you go. There you go. What kind of vehicle are you thinking of getting? I don't think encounters are like annoying, but the chip RNG you get can be. Like if I get some chips to finish it in a few seconds is fine, but getting like 4 healing chips, yeah. Those chip rates are not so good either. RNG's never been a selling point of the franchise either. My god, though, the game's battle system is really fun, and the music is lit. Everyone thinks they're gangster till you get jump scared by a leveled up boss encounter versus Quickman with 800 HP at random. Dude, talk about it. It's terrible. It's terrible. I remember when I didn't really understand that game's like map mechanics and stuff either, that like it really does feel like random battles with bosses. Because you just like walk into their zone on the net, and they would just appear, and you're like, what? I'm not prepared for this. It's scary, dude. Scary. Looking heavily into an SUV with third row seating. Oh, you're gonna get one of them big suckers. Is the I drove by one earlier. I can't remember the make of it, but the model was a Sierra. I think that's what it was, but it was a big SUV. I remember seeing them before, and I was like, man, that looks like it's got tons of space in it. But I can't remember like what the make of that was. You could be happy playing Battle Network 2, but when Quickman pulls up, you know the mood is over. Yeah, you're cooked. You're cooked in that moment. I'm back. Just had to take care of a couple things. Oh, no worries. Welcome back, Jenny. Hope everything's okay. All right, we got a new question of the day for y'all today. I am asking everybody, what are 2 things that you just need others to know about you? If there was anything that people could know about you that would help them get an idea of like who you are, what would 2 of those things be? That's what we're talking about today. For me, I think I would have to say that while it might not seem this way, I do have a finite amount of patience. You probably shouldn't try to figure out where that limit is. That I think people should have nobody should ever come close to reaching that limit with me, because it is an absurd amount of things you would have to do. But it exists. And then a second thing is that I work way harder to be the kind of person that you see than you might realize. This stuff doesn't just happen automatically. The way I put myself out there, and whether it's the way that I talk to you or things that I'll say, my viewpoint of the world, like a lot of that stuff, it takes effort for me, and it's effort worth putting in because it's the kind of person that I want to be. But very little of it is automatic, and I work hard every day to be the person that I want to be, and then try to put back into the world the things that I want to put in there. So that stuff it's not just inherent, I don't think. And yeah, I would want people to know that about me. I say that because I've had a lot of people say that, oh, you're just like the most patient person I've ever met, and also like you're just so nice and kind, and like I can't believe that you could even get mad, or like that you would like have gotten in trouble when you were younger or anything like that. And I'm like, dude, I'm just a human being. I'm just a human being who's learned a lot from my mistakes. So, I'm no different than anybody else. I have my eyes on a Jeep Compass or a GMC Yukon XL. Oh my god, I think I've seen the Yukons. Those things are huge. Wait. I think these things... Oh yeah, I've seen these. I've seen plenty of these before. They're massive. These are awesome cars though. These things are gigantic. Like, look at all the space. I love it. I'm a big fan. I remember when I used to see like the old Broncos, and I was like, these cars are huge. Like I couldn't imagine having a car that big, and this like outclasses that by a lot. Yeah, this is a grab your family and go on a road trip vehicle. This one's not. I don't know what's going on with this, but oh my god. What did they do to it? Why? Okay. Anyway, yeah, I like that. That's a cool car. I would never have guessed the patience thing. I find that surprising. It makes sense though. You are only human after all. Thank you, Lucid. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I don't know when that became like a pet peeve of mine that people just assumed I had limitless patience. And like, I'm fine with people telling me that I'm one of the most patient people they know. Like, I'm proud of that. Because I do work very hard at it. So it's like, it feels like acknowledgement. But for people to assume that I just like don't get mad, I think that frustrates me sometimes because I can get very mad. Like I struggle. Like anger is a struggle for me. It's something that has always been an issue in my life that I've had to work really, really hard to learn how to manage properly. And that exists because I just have a short fuse sometimes. And like there's a lot of times where I'll be mad and people won't realize it, but like Jen will realize it because she's around me all the time. Like she can pick up on the vibe, you know? And there are times where I'm furious, but I'm just really quiet, and just processing it, you know. And that comes from like moments where I'm not the most patient, or where my patience has really run thin, and you know, it's hard when you have a mood disorder. It's a hard thing to manage, and so most people are trying to say something nice when they tell me that. You know, they think I have infinite patience or something like that. But there's also other people who are just like surprised that I can get upset or that someone can push my buttons as if I'm like immune to that, you know? So they just run with things and don't take into consideration that I might be being bothered by something that they are doing. And that's annoying to me. But that's a minority. There's not a ton of people that are like that towards me. So far, I can feel it in my bones. Captain Steak might have a permanent spot on my team at the moment. Captain Steak was Steiner, right? I'm just gonna tell you this right now. If Captain Steak ends up becoming a mainstay in your party, you're going to want to learn to love VV. They're a couple of special guys together. First of all, they made an SUV. That was the first mistake. What GMC? Well, it's a nice SUV. Chevy Impala, best car. Impalas are solid. I had a few friends with Impalas. They really, really like them. And they made every American think they need an SUV to be safe, and then they made them bigger. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, if you're gonna buy a car, just like definitely do your research on like crash test ratings and stuff like that. And especially like per year. Don't just like look at a make and model of a vehicle, but like, because like every different iteration of them comes with like different unique traits or characteristics or things to look out for, you know? So definitely research your vehicles by year as well once you've found a vehicle that you like. But I'm not here to mansplain all that stuff to you. I'm just saying, because I was like, you reading that comment, I was like, oh yeah, there's actually like a lot of things to consider, but sometimes people just like take things at face value that like, it's safer because it's bigger, you know? My aunt owned like exclusively Jeeps for a long time, not realizing how often those things just fall apart and how difficult and expensive it is to get your hands on some of the parts for them too. And it just that love of Jeeps became a massive money pit for her for a lot of years. She never realized that at first. Only the Cactuar minigame makes me angry. Wait, Cactuar minigame. Why am I forgetting this right now? It may seem like people have limitless patience, but the truth is everyone has their own limit. Every single person. Every single person. Yep, and if you don't see it, if you've never seen a person's limit with their patience, it's wise to assume that it's because they work hard at it. They put forth a lot of effort to be kind and to be patient. You know, I can relate to getting upset about assumptions. Like, I have friends where they've made assumptions about me that annoy the shit out of me, and I have stories I could tell, but they would be a book if I typed them out. And needless to say, I'm not friends with those people anymore. Right. Yeah. And yeah, I think that figuring that out, that's a boundary you want to draw with other people, like, is an important lesson to learn too. Because it is. If it's a hot button issue for you and it bothers you, you don't need people in your life that are just making assumptions about you all the time. It's wise not to make assumptions about people in general. And if you've ever done it and been like, oh man, you can beat yourself up over doing it, consider this. Fence does it too. I make assumptions about people all the time. I second guess them all the time too. It's important. It's important to challenge your assumptions. You're going to make them. It's just how your brain works. So don't beat yourself up for making the assumptions. But if you had to beat yourself up for something, it would be following through on those assumptions before asking questions. Don't do that. Always ask questions. Always try to seek the answer out before you apply a judgment based on an assumption. I see this stuff happen every day, and even in my own life. Like, it just recently happened. I was talking to someone about some negative things that they were experiencing with streaming. And this person was telling me about how streamer groups can be sometimes. Any creators out there that stream might know what I'm talking about. But I remember that my first assumption here was like my brain went to all these stories of recent falling outs with VTuber communities that I heard about, and how they just imploded and were really toxic behind the scenes, even though they seemed really wholesome and positive up front. And I was like, man. And my assumption was going to be, it's probably a VTuber community, right, that this was happening in. And as I was typing that out, I was like, well, wait a minute. I actually don't know. I know where this assumption is coming from, but to say that they have given me no information to indicate that that could be the case, I should probably just ask. was it a VTuber community? Was it this? And see what they say before I just apply a judgment based on a pre-existing notion that I have and try to seek confirmation bias. I was just like, let's just skip all that and just see. Let me ask. And lo and behold, I would have been way wrong, because they were like, no, it actually wasn't. It was just this small streaming group or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, dang. And so then now I'm thinking about it based on other experiences that I have and trying to apply that and then ask more questions. It's just a good thing to do. Challenge your assumptions. They come from a real place, but the world is bigger than what we've experienced personally, you know? Especially when it comes to friendships, it's important to remember that. It's very important to remember that. Because we never want to push our friends away or make them feel bad or awkward or whatever, because we're pushing our own experiences onto them when they might have a different one, you know? So yeah, I hear what you're saying, Lucid. And I probably elaborated on that way more than needed to be. I apologize for that. But yeah. Only thing that got close was Shinra middle management. Make an ass out of you and Ming. I was gonna make that joke earlier, Jenny, but then I was like, maybe that's pretty niche. I should have made it anyway, because I already know there's at least 3 amazing Digital Circus fans here. I should have just rolled with it. That would have been the right decision. You created a whole NPC just for this bit, just so you could make that joke? Tolerance does not mean acceptance or being unbothered, and it does have its limit. Well said, Lucy. Also, welcome back, my friend. How are you tonight? Lucy, have I ever told you that you have an incredible amount of wisdom behind you? We don't get to hear from Lucy all the time, but I really enjoy getting to hear from Lucy. I'm glad you're here today. What you been up to? Oh, it's the lesbian song. My favorite. Kevin, what's up, dude? How are you doing tonight? Welcome back, buddy.
Whoa, no touchy. No touchy. No touch.
Greg, what's up, buddy? How are you tonight, man? Kevin, how did you sleep, buddy? Did you have any nightmares after last night? Steiner and Vivi are so much fun to play together. Dude, they're the dream team. They're the dream team. Begrudgingly putting Vivi on my team to replace the hatred with potential love. There's a lesson to be learned there too. But we'll talk about that later when you've had time to process, because it's hard. You got to face the cognitive dissonance first. But you're going to be so rewarded. It's going to be so good, Blair. I'm very excited for you. The laws over here prohibit SUVs, so seeing something like that being so commonplace is strange. Yeah, I mean, I can see that, like, because in the States, everyone owning their own personal vehicle is kind of like a necessity in most places out here. And I know that's not that way across a lot of the world. Like, that's pretty abnormal, right? In the UK, what are the social norms for, like, vehicle ownership? Because I can imagine, like, a place where everybody doesn't have like tons of people in their household all the time or whatever. It's kind of unnecessary. It's like living in excess to have something as large as an SUV. You probably wouldn't need all that, right? Emissions and everything from that would fly up as well. And I know that's a big part of like how our vehicle pollution impacts like our local environment here. Dropping a meteor on people says to heal them. It's awesome. Oh, man. Could have been on the situation, too. True. Very true, Prince. We need more all-female parties. Like in RPGs? Oh, yeah, I agree. My patience, says Blair, is extremely high, and I've only truly cracked twice ever. Twice ever so far. Every time I crack, there's a lot to learn. It's a big learning experience for me. It's also a pretty big learning experience for people around me. Sometimes they choose not to learn, and that causes an issue. I always choose to learn, even if in the moment it's really hard for me to, handle the situation the way I would like to most times. But yeah, big learning moments for sure. I'm glad that you've only had your patience crack that many times. You and I are in a similar boat there, Blair, that we practice patience pretty regularly, I think. I will say this too. The most patient of people, until they have learned how to love themselves better, that patience that they have with other people tends to come at a cost of not having patience for themselves. Very critical of themselves a lot of times, at least with the people that I've met who are incredibly patient. And to me, that's not a processing of the things that people tend to do that would frustrate them. It is actually a displacement of, oh, this person's doing something that's frustrating. It must in some way be my fault instead. So I'm gonna shift blame from them to me because that's easier for me to digest, and it's safer in some ways. That happens a lot. And again, I don't want to generalize that because this is not everybody who is very patient. But I'm an example of this. I have a few friends that are examples of this too. There's a couple people here that I know are examples of this, where the high degree of outward patience comes at a personal cost to self-deprecation, because they haven't quite gotten to that point of learning to appreciate themselves as much as they deserve. And that's a work in progress, for me too. But something to consider anytime you meet a patient person. Remember, they're probably working really hard to be that way, so appreciate it. And also, they might be beating themselves up way more than you might realize. Do with that information what you will. But just practice being kind. Just try to be kind. I'm glad I have a really peak limitation on getting angry, etc., etc. But when I do, it's like an entirely other person takes the wheel. Hero. Yes, I understand where you're coming from on this very well. It's the same for me. There's a lot of people I encounter who will go an entire lifetime probably without ever seeing me be angry. And then there are people who have seen it and they'll say the same thing, that it's like, I don't even know who that was. And I'm embarrassed by that. Like, I hate that about myself. But I also understand that it's like, it's a part of being human. Anger exists in all of us in one form or another. It's a natural part of being a person. It's a necessary part of navigating certain things in our lives too. It has a function, right? Anger exists to point out injustice that's happening. So, it's got a purpose. It's not wholly a bad thing. There's some of us have when it hits and it kind of grips you, it's very difficult to manage it in the moment. It's just a whole other side of ourselves that it does not really line up with the rest of our identity, And if there's one thing to take away from that too, I think we should understand that, like, unless you're a person or unless you know somebody who like lets anger rule their life, right? If you encounter a person and experience one of their angry moments, understand that is just an angry moment. This is what that person looks like when they're angry. This is not that person as a whole. And I know that can be difficult for a lot of people, because a lot of times when you're exposed to somebody who is angry, there are things going on that can leave quite an impact on you, and I'm not saying that like you should turn the other cheek and look away from transgressions that might be done or harm that might be done in those situations. Hold people accountable for their actions, regardless of their emotional state. Like, we all have to do that, However, I would encourage each and every one of you out there to not wholly define a person for their behavior during high intensity emotional moments, because there's so much more to them than what is displayed there. And if you found yourself in a similar position where you were feeling similarly to that person, you probably wouldn't be coming across as well together as you normally are either. And I'll bet you money that you would not want people to think that that's all you are in that moment either. We all have it. And there will come a time where all of us are dealing with it and hoping that people don't hate us for it as well. And we'll have to, do what needs to be done for us to recover from that and make amends if need be. But there's so much more to a person than just what you see in those moments. I mean, and I really don't appreciate what your assumptions have done on my reputation. I love Ming. You elaborated that perfectly. I mentioned it before. I mean, the weirdest assumptions about me to my face. I'm like, how the hell did you come to that conclusion? I'm no angel, though. I make assumptions, too. As a whole, I try to keep those thoughts in check, Yeah. It's like biases. You know, like depending on where we come from, some of us might have racial biases or like gender biases or, you know, things like that that aren't pretty and that we're not proud of, but like they exist in us. And the goal is it's not to eradicate them, or to judge ourselves for having them or carrying them. The goal is to acknowledge them and try to heal from them. Recognize what situations cause those biases to come into play in our behavior and our actions, and to try and correct our actions, to try and correct the way that we think and our assumptions, like challenge those assumptions, right? That's the important thing, especially nowadays, because there's just so much that we're learning about different types of people nowadays. You're going to have assumptions. That's fine. But try to see beyond them too. You know, don't just stop at what your initial reaction or initial thought about something or someone is. Yep. You're on the right path, Lucid. I mean, at least according to this one man who hangs out in his apartment most of the time. Take that with a grain of salt, because my opinion is what it is. It's not a rule of thumb by any means. But I'm proud of you. Most families own one vehicle only, said Jenny. And with public transport being so awesome over here, we just don't need to drive as much. That's the dream, man. I love that. I wish it was like that over here. It'd be so much more efficient, economic, and like not just good for the environment, but good for your freaking mental, dude. I cannot tell you how much road rage I see on a daily basis. It just does not need to be there. But it's hard to avoid when everybody's driving every place all the time. Behind every angered person is a reason that made them like that. And unfortunately, people like to judge you on that exact moment and not look beyond it to learn what caused it. Hero is speaking truth right now. That's church, dude. Yeah, it's true. There's a reason that made people, like the person who was angry got to that point. There's always a reason. There is always a reason. I'm not saying that it's everyone's responsibility to figure that reason out. But I will say that trying to understand that is an important thing to do. And it can be a game changer. And it can also help you to understand yourself a little bit more sometimes too. But more importantly, I think it helps you to understand just how people are in the world, and that there's so much more than what you're seeing on the surface. You know, somebody said to me once, anybody is capable of anything under the right set of circumstances. And this means a few things to me, but one of them being that it doesn't matter what you see a person be 90% of the time. You put that person in a scenario that is just very, very trying, you're going to see them turn to some very wild ideas to deal with that scenario. That would be out of character for them because they're in a situation that requires them to do things that would normally not work for them, or to not do the things that normally work for them because they're in a very unique situation. Anybody is capable of doing anything under the right set of circumstances. To me, that means good people are capable of doing bad things, and bad people are capable of doing good things. No one is wholly one thing, you know?
I will always fry chocobo. Fry chocobo and make stacks of gill.
I'm actually processing those stacks of gill right now, Elgoom, which, by the way, thank you for making me your accountant. I'm going to make sure that all of the funds are funneled into accounts that give back somewhere, okay? So your unethical production that you got going on right now, we're gonna turn it into something good. All right. No, I'm not doing this out of spite for Elgoom. Okay, it's just the right thing to do. There's Elgoom who will always be evil. He could be capable of good. He's capable of it. He's just probably not going to willingly choose it. You know. Hi, Vince. I've been pretty good. Went to a walking group I've been part of for a good while now. Oh, for real? That's awesome, Lucy. Did sadly chafe my thighs to the point of being really rough, but I know how to handle it now. Other than that, I've kept up with my gacha dailies and went to play Fallout 76 for the fun of it with a close friend. Oh man, dude, Fallout 76 is surprisingly good. Like, I don't know what I was expecting when I picked it up. I don't know, I guess a couple years ago now. Jen and I were playing it together for a bit. Very fun. Very fun. It's Fallout, but with your friends. You know, it's pretty great. The one thing that is noticeable is like enemy behavior is kind of goofy and very basic, you know, like there's not much AI going on there. Like, they're not very intelligent. But aside from that, man, it's almost aside from that and like the public event stuff that goes on, it'd be hard to tell that it's not a regular Fallout game. It's good stuff. That's awesome. By the way, what do you do to handle like the chafing of your thighs now with your walking group? Is there like a different technique that you're using, or something that you're using to kind of like recover from that better, or what's the deal there? That's awesome. I'm glad you're getting out and about and doing stuff like that. That's good for you. You're an example of that from time to time too, Jenny. Man, no one's above it. No one's above it. I am hypercritical of myself. Gotta love having the longest fuse known to man. Well, you know what? I'm telling you, Lucid, you can learn to balance that. It just takes practice, it takes patience, it takes time. Anybody who's out there who has a hard time being patient with themselves, if you're good at being patient with other people, you already have 80% of the skills that you need to be patient with yourself. All you need to do is learn how to validate your deserving of that patience that you give to other people. It looks that process looks a little different for everybody, but you've mostly got what you need already if you're in that position. So some good news there. Most of the time, my teachers were that way. They'd only see what I do, but never what others did beforehand. That caused me to react like that. I've been there too, Mashi, and I'm sorry to hear that you fell prey to that as well. I've definitely been in that, had my fair share of situations where, especially in school, you know, there was a few teachers who were just like, this is a bad kid. This is a kid who acts out all the time and only saw my behaviors, didn't really see the full story or the things that led up to those moments, you know, where those behaviors showed up. And then I had a couple of teachers who really worked hard to understand how those things came up with their kids. And I feel very lucky to have had those teachers. Most of them were special ed teachers. A couple of them were regular ed teachers. And they were game changers, man. They made a significant impact on the way I saw myself in school, and also my ability to get through it and to succeed in some academics. So very, very grateful to them. There's a math teacher that I just loved and was very happy that she was in my corner in middle school. In grade school, I had two teachers actually. It was like, his name was Mr. Condell, and then he had man, she was a teacher. She became a teacher as well, but at the time that I was there, she was like a teacher's aide. I can't remember her name right now, but she used to do pottery with us, and that was really cool. Both of them, yeah, man, they really worked hard to advocate for the kids and understand where they were coming from and stuff, and just amazing examples of patience. And then I had a few really good counselors in high school as well that were good at that. And another science teacher who was just really understanding, and really, really grateful to him as well. Yeah, so some good people there. But adults in the world, especially if you're an educator, you have so much power to impact the kids that you're serving, and that influence goes far beyond just the point in life that they're at right now. It will extend to the way they treat their friends. It will extend to the types of parents they become, or even the way that they see themselves and the way that they see their own parents. There's so much impact that you can have on young minds there. And I know you know this because you chose to be educators. I appreciate you for what you do. But always remember just the potential for good that you have, and how much these kids will depend on the way that you see what they're doing. It matters so much. It matters so much. All right. Boy, we are good at yapping here, aren't we? We're getting close to the top of the hour. And here in about 8 minutes, we're going to have ads, and then we're going to play some Resident Evil Requiem after that. I'm pretty stoked. Let me see. So sorry, I'm back. We lost over half our breaker box power in the house. What? Oh my God, what tripped it? Trying to figure out the source of the problem. Oh man. That sucks, Cashew. I hope that he can figure it out. Let us know when you figure it out. Yeah, I'm hoping that it's nothing major, you know? We've been having all kinds of electrical issues in our workplace building recently. It's a very, very old building. And it was not quite wired up to handle all the things that we throw at it nowadays. Yeah, there's just issues left and right with it. We keep having electricians come out and take a look at it and do like these quick fixes, but we keep doing weird stuff to like try and circumvent issues. It's interesting. It's interesting to see. It's funny because like the way I see it is like we could solve half of these maintenance issues if we just like paused the program for a couple of weeks and just had people come out and do the work, right? But just because of the way that like these programs operate, no one's willing to do that because they're afraid of the money that they'll lose from it, you know? Which I don't know. You gotta slow your roll sometimes so that you can get back to good. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a moral there. But hey, I don't own a mental health business, so what do I know? If yapping burned calories, I'd be so much lighter right now. You and me both, Lucid. You and me both. I wish it did. And you know what? It probably does. I almost guarantee you that it does, actually. Just not a significant enough amount. You know what I mean? I think I saw a study once that like even thinking really hard about things for extended periods of time does burn calories. It's just a very almost insignificant amount, you know? But man, I actually might be in big trouble if it burned more calories. We yap a lot here. I'm underweight, just so you all know. I'm like 20 pounds underweight. And it's like it sucks. Part of it is just because I don't like get enough exercise, so my muscle mass isn't really there. I have too much of a sedentary lifestyle, and I've got to work on that. But the other part of it is just that I have a really high metabolism, and I'm waiting for it to slow down, man. I'm almost halfway through my 30s now, and everyone told me that, you know, late 20s is when I would start noticing the difference. Early 30s is when I start noticing the difference. Sooner or later, they're going to start telling me, oh, well, don't worry, in your 40s, you'll notice the difference. I don't know, man. You're just going to keep telling me that in the next 5 years, I will see it. And I'm not seeing it yet. And I want to. I want to so bad. It's annoying feeling like I have to eat so much just to keep my weight up, you know? If it built muscles, my thumbs would be yoked. They'd be, just power thumbs. Been turd 3 times. Whoa. 3 times turd. Alex, what's up, buddy? Welcome back. Thank you so much for showing the pictures off from your walk today. And my God, that Knickerbocker Glory looked so good. Holy crap. It made me hungry. Made me hungry for the ice cream. Looking it up, apparently, we burn approximately 1.79 calories. Yeah, right? See, so there's data there. It's measurable, but it like doesn't matter. Because you can do literally anything physical and it will like overwhelm that value of calories burned to where the point you should just do that instead. Me, wow, this red onion's burning my nose. This fucking sucks. Chomps another piece and repeats the process all over again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey man, do what you love, Blair. So I guess there are downsides to being the size of a baby giraffe. Who knew? There are. Yes, there are. You guys have heard me get on my soapbox enough about this, but like being underweight and being overweight come with similar problems, and we don't usually think about it that way. It sucks on both ends. It's not fun. That, whoa, sounded so much like Keanu. That means a lot to me. Keanu Reeves is one of my heroes. I'm coming to realize that I have more heroes than I thought, you know, and I'm gaining new ones. Oh my God, I have to, hold on. My latest hero is Victor Glover, who is aboard the Integrity space shuttle right now on the Artemis 2 mission to the moon. They're on their way back right now. But if you guys look up the Artemis 2 mission and just listen to the things that the crew has been saying and everything, Victor Glover has had some of the most wholesome messages and some of the most hopeful and empowering messages of unity that I have heard from a person in a long time. And the entire crew is incredible, just for the record. They're all just really inspiring. But he is a standout human being to me in the messages that he is putting out there and the way that he is carrying himself during this mission. I'm just very, very inspired by him. But he's one of my new heroes too. Keanu is great. I can only dream of having a work ethic like his. Dude, bro works hard. Bro works hard and doesn't complain and just like enjoys what he puts into the world and tries to put good into the world. I love it, man. I love it. And he does not want the accolades that would come along with any of those things either. He just wants to be able to do what he thinks is good. At least that's what I observe of him. I don't know the guy, but you know, he's very inspiring. Blair, how are you doing, by the way? I know that you got sick with a cold recently. How are you feeling today? No, I got to look up what a thwomp sounded like. That's what I was going for, was the thwomp sound. Keanu's great. The ice cream was yum. I didn't realize it was mainly British, to be fair. You know how I know about Knickerbocker Glories? Is only because I grew up reading Harry Potter, and there's a couple of times that they've been mentioned in that series. Otherwise, I don't think I would know what that is. All right, we have got ads coming up. Garrett, what's up, buddy? Welcome on in. You came in just in time. We're getting ready to play some Resident Evil Requiem. But first, we're taking a quick ad break. I'll be back here in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for tuning in, my friends. I will see you in a moment. Enjoy. Whoa, hold on. Oh my God. Are we getting raided right now? Oh my God. Amon 1,000 years is how I'm going to interpret that. What's going on? Oh, holy crap. Are you for real? What is happening? What is happening? Oh, wow. Hello. Who is it? Who's actually raiding us? I need a Got Games TB. What is going on? Holy crap! The waffle raid! I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just die. I might just die. Yo! Luke, what's going on? How the heck are you doing? Vanna, Bonana, how are you doing today? Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I guess for people who are experiencing, it's not a new thing, but like societally speaking, I think the acceptance of it, and then, oh my god! Why did it come down? Ghosty!
Oh no.
No! No.
I'm dead.
No.
It got me through the base.
Oh, it's destroying the base.
Well, it's not destroying the base, it's just, oh yeah, maybe it actually
No,
will
it is.
destroy the base.
Oh god,
Hey,
Depresso's manning up, and it just
it's
making
defending
things
me 'cause
worse.
I'm inside the base. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I'm gonna remember that because I never realized that before. To fell a feller. There you go. That's the way to put it. Using the mail tube to fell a feller. The music is weird. It's very different from a lot of other action games, but I like the effect that it has, like the feel of it. It keeps this like eerie vibe. If you have bonds, they also count. Wow.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, hold triangle. Why am I even trying to block? There's like so many unblockable moves but from things in this game. Oh! I'm just gonna spam my way to victory. How do I have so much of this beta energy? There's no way I can do another one, can I? No. Okay, no. Have you thought about what you've done? You know I hate yelling at you. I don't like it. I can't be mad at you for long, but you need to learn. You need to know that some things aren't okay, and leading Daddy into danger is one of those things. All right? All right? Do you understand that? Are we square? You're not gonna do that again, are you? Right? Okay. I think the grounding worked. I'm gonna help you out. This is gonna be a mutual show of trust. This is me saying I still love you, even though what you did was wrong, but I know that you're gonna learn your lesson. Yeah, yes, you're very cute, and you can have some of the Fruity Pebbles. I will take them off of the top shelf so that you can reach them, okay? All right, I love you. Yes, I do. I just love the hell out of you. And give something else to
And
inspire
we
some
are
food for thought
back.
here for us.
We're here with Resident Evil Requiem. Hope you enjoyed the break. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm very excited to be bringing this game to you guys. It's been a very, very fun playthrough, a very eventful playthrough, more so than a lot of games that we have played here on the fence in a recent memory. It's great, man. I love the heck out of it. I can't wait to dive back in. I'm guessing that we're like at the halfway point or something. I have no idea. We just made our way to see the first glimpses of Raccoon City that have shown themselves in this game. So I'm stoked to come back in. It kind of left us at a little bit of a cliffhanger moment at the end of the last chapter. We saw Leon coughing up blood. We had Grace trying to save Emily and had to kill the girl who was Marie, I believe Emily's sister. And after doing so, unfortunately, Emily died as well and then reanimated. And Leon had to kill her. It was a very, very sad moment.
that has left a profound impact on Grace, because we saw Grace building this relationship with Emily, very much like a mother-daughter kind of relationship, and you started to see different ways that she was sort of mirroring her own mother in the way she was trying to care for Emily. But her failure in being able to protect her sort of resulted in her feeling like she had failed her the same way that she had failed her mother all those years ago too. And so she was in a rough place before we left at the end of the last episode. So we're gonna see how things unfold today. Yeah, let's just dive right back in. There probably will be a big cutscene at the beginning here. Just a reminder to folks, whenever there are cutscenes, I probably am not going to be as on top of chat, just because we're locking in for those. But then when we come out of them, we'll come back to it and rebalance things, just to set some expectations there. All right. Garrett, I'm excited to hear that you're back into Baldur's Gate, dude. Oh, what a good game. You're playing a halfling Bart. That's hilarious. That is right up your alley. Oh. Wow, dude. It's so wild to see Sherry. Oh no! Her too?
Hey, checking in.
Good timing.
Damn.
Did you find anything on Elpis?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers at the CIA or the Pentagon.
Maybe we need a higher clearance.
I requested one.
That was the gas station, dude. That was the gas station that Leon and Claire meet up at in Resident Evil 2. That's crazy. How cool.
What? Why?
They didn't say. Orders from on high.
Look, we don't need you taking a hit.
Leon's old Jeep.
Go it alone.
He's learned since then. Never owned a Jeep.
Together. Till the end. I've always been good at working in the shadows.
I'm so excited.
Risky, yeah.
Me? Never.
I'm gonna find
Oh,
Grace.
he is cruising.
She definitely has something to do with Elpis.
So remember, Grace is with Victor Gideon and some other motherfucker with sunglasses right now. I don't know who that was. Oh boy, here we go. The title cards are just so cool. Bro, this is like Silent Hill 2 remake. We're getting to see the streets again. This is like the end of the PT demo. When you see Norman Reedus walking the streets of Silent Hill. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. Look at how good the buildings look. Oh my god, here we go again.
Well, the road's gone. You have to find another way around.
All right. I'll leave that to you.
No! Look at the brick. This is so...
Some coordinates on your computer.
Got it, thanks.
Right in the center of Raccoon City.
Wow. Yeah, the Raccoon City was very neon before. You're so right. You're so right. And now it's like just drab because it's just been abandoned after being freaking nuked, dude. This is nuts. This looks so cool again. Here I go. Here I go. Look at the bricks. Look at the bricks. Jesus Christ. Oh. Why'd they make this game look so good? I watched a playthrough a while back when the game first came out. As an onlooker into the Resident Evil fan base, it's cool to see y'all react to the cool shit and references that are in the game. Yeah, because there's a massive amount of them, dude. Like they're playing to their fan base the same way that Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth play to their fan base. Now, Remake and Rebirth do it better, if you ask me, because they're so in tune with every little thing that fans love about it. But dude, Capcom's pretty goddamn good too. Like they definitely nail it. It's just great. It's just great. First the cardboard, now bricks. You know me, Alex. You know me. They look crap. I wouldn't want to live there. You can't say that. We live in Pennsylvania, Prince. Everything looks like crap here. We got 200-year-old buildings that we're just renting out. It's fucking crazy. What's next? Checking the trees? Boy, howdy. You better believe. You better believe. Boss says I gotta lock in, so I'm out, y'all. Cosmic hugs and quantum kisses. Quantum kisses. I love that. They're the kind of kisses that just like metamorphosize your being into something more transcendent. I love you, Greg. Have a good night at work tonight, buddy. I'll see you in the future. Keep your head up and your heart strong. All right. Raccoon City Incident Newspaper. Evacuate immediately. If you're in Raccoon City, I urge you to evacuate now. Leave if you can. If you cannot evacuate, go to the police station, the nearest public facility, wherever you can. And people followed that advice too. Nowhere was safe. Take any weapon you have and hide in the nearest sturdy building. This will probably be the last paper we will publish, and I am the last Raccoon Times reporter. Thank you, dear readers, for all your support over the years. I urge you once more, run, find somewhere safe, survive. Ooh, and you can see the Umbrella Special Forces there in the picture as well. Wow. Where's Hunk? We need Hunk. The state where the most famous thing is a groundhog. Hey, we also have Gettysburg. Okay. We don't talk about Punxsutawney Phil. What a doofus that thing is. I don't understand how that became a tradition for the longest time. It's so silly to me. Oh, man. What bosses have you fought so far? In my honest opinion, the boss fights are really good this time. In this game, I don't know what they're called. One of them was called The Girl. We fought her. That's excellent. All of the big, like Tyrant class encounters in this game have been really, really spectacular or really terrifying. But we haven't fought a lot of bosses yet. Have you seen my son? Where's my family? I need to find my family. Umbrella. Look at that. Look at that. What are they trying to pass as, man? Okay. If you need fitness help, don't hesitate to ask. My inbox is usually open. Oh, thanks, Greg. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'll reach out if I need some tips. Between you and Kevin, I'm probably very good to go in that department. You want to see the city Zippo is from? What the hell is Zippo? What is Zippo? Like the lighters? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I'm gawking again at assets. My lord. I like street lights, fam. Everything's so realistic looking. It's absurd. How'd they do that? This is like that game, RoboCop Rogue City has some of the just most beautiful environments that I've seen in a modern video game in terms of like the setting that it's trying to go for and the feel that it's trying to go for. Just everything is so meticulously crafted in that game. And it's not an open world game or anything like that. It definitely works within limitations and does it to such incredible effect. It's a visual delight. And this game is it's better than that in that department. And that game was like a pinnacle for me for a while. I was like, this is one of the best looking games I'll ever play. Even if it's not one of the best games I'll ever play. All right. You are talking about Zippo lighters. Interesting. Okay. What city is it from? Because we lost power, I'll have to head out. Have a great stream, friends. Thanks, Ash. I will. I hope that you guys figure out the power situation soon so you don't have to deal with that. That's no fun. Don't have to deal with that for too much longer, I mean. Keep your head up and your heart strong, too. Hope everything turns out okay. All right. No, I've seen the sun, but I've seen the moon. It's in the sky. Oh, man. Umbrella Corp at it again. Up for something intense. There might be room for a possible trigger warning. Want me to DM it to you or Ahmad? No, we're in for it here. We're in for it. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing about nothing. Eviction notice. Not my eviction notice. I appreciate you looking out though, Garrett.
It's like time stopped here.
I'm trying to see.
Your umbrella could have just been a normal city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's nothing but ash and memories.
Jeez, dude, this is crazy. Is this gonna be blocked off here? I think I found the way we're supposed to. Actually, it looks like there's a couple of things we can go into because there's this tunnel right here. I'm exploring, dude. I'm exploring. Need a key to unlock it. This Connex? Okay. All right. Meticulously crafted like the wood on that box. Dude, don't even get me started on the wood. On the wood, Jenny. Look at the wood grain here. Are you kidding me? You are an absolute madman to not appreciate the detail of this wood boarding up this building. Believe you me, it is all I can do to pull myself away from just marveling at the absolute eye candy that this game is filled with. More scrap. Would you look at that? Look at the pores. The pores. There's no way this turns, right? There's no way. Oh my god, it will. It will. I don't want to do this yet. Hold on. I'm afraid of it like taking me into something that I can't come back from. What do we got here? A med injector? Okay. I think they made the graphics this good so you could gawk at them. I believe so too. Specifically me. I think they were like, you know, Fence would appreciate this. We should make everything look so super hyper realistic that his mind explodes from the fact that this is a video game and not reality. And they've damn near achieved that. Holy shit. Especially that cardboard. God damn, no, I'm telling you, man, the cardboard. Whew. Whew. Unbelievable. You guys are getting a real-time look in my decision-making process right now. I'm trying to maximize every little thing I could be looking at here before I go into a point of no return. Silly little raccoon guy. Okay, can I go through this at all? Yeah? No. Okay. 7's horrifying. 8 has really scary moments. I wouldn't recommend them if you noped out of 2. 7 takes it up like 5 or 6 notches compared to 2. 2 is genuinely, oh my god, this cardboard. Jesus. No, but 2 is genuinely scary. And 2 was already scary in the first place whenever it first came out, and for years afterwards too. It's just got atmosphere for days. Can you hear it too? But the remake, dude, it dials it up so well. And it's definitely like capitalizing on the environment and the tone that the old games set for the environment of Raccoon City. You know, it knows what it is, and the remake just understands that too, and really maximizes it. 7, there's something about it. It's a brand new setting, a brand new character. It seems like a completely standalone original storyline. It just felt like an anomaly when it first came out, and not in a bad way, just in a what the hell is going on here way. And my God, dude, because there was such, like, they weren't limited by what fans already expected or knew, or like even what they had done before. They just had a field day with all of the crazy situations that they could put the player in the Baker house, and it's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. All right, I think this is the way that's going to take us forward. We can come back though, right? Because we have to unlock this container, so there's got to be a way back. I feel like... Let me see what happens to the map when we walk down here. Oh no, this might not be the way forward. Now it's all boarded up. Okay. All right, well, so it goes. There will be a way out through there though, it seems. Baby roundhouse. To avoid character limits then, ointment on ow ow spot, bandage ow ow, wear cycling shorts that don't do ow. I'm sorry that you had to water down your message that much, Lucy. Oh gosh. Okay, ointment, bandages, and cycling shorts. That's smart. Smart. It just goes to show that like the right gear and then setting proper expectations for how your body is going to be impacted after a workout in such a way is key. You know. Come on, Leon, you can do it. You're a powerful man. See, if I tried to do that, I'd be cooked. There's no way I could do that. Ooh, boy. Bradford. Zippos are from Bradford? I don't even like Bradford County. Bradford, the city? Is it a city or is it like a town? I probably wouldn't expect much from it. No offense to anybody who lives in Bradford. I'm sorry. These are massive spider webs. This is gonna be fucked up. Oh Jesus! No, I fucking knew it. No! Are you kidding? Get the fuck out of here. We don't need you, Shelob. Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Oh no! Oh shit! No! Nope! Nope, I'm not happy about any of this. This is all bad. This is all bad. I don't know why I didn't put 2 and 2 together with the spider webs on the door. But as soon as we saw them giant ass webs, oh no. God, when's the last time that we saw these guys, by the way? These crazy fucking giant spiders. I want to say it's like Resident Evil 1. Because I don't think they're spiders in 2. I think they're like weird plant bugs. This is bad. What's up, Ghosty? Welcome back. It's good to see you. How are you feeling? How's your illness? I know that you're fighting through a cold right now too. You know, I always wanted to play RoboCop Rogue City, but I've always talked myself out of it because I would have thought of I'm not even a RoboCop fan. Why would I play this? I will say this, if you're not a fan of RoboCop already, Robert Cop Rogue City is probably not going to be the most impressive game to you, but I will say that you will still have a good time with it if you're open to like the type of art, like FPS RPG that is something like Cyberpunk. This is like an extremely incredibly light non-open world version of that. full of like buggy nonsense and stuff, but with like really memorable moments. Fucking hate this. Nope. I hate this. This is like, y'all remember Final Fantasy 15? You remember how you've got that behemoth moment early on in that game where like Noctis and the boys are creeping through like wreckage, and the wreckage is created like a makeshift tunnel, and as you're crawling through it, you got the behemoth just like giant and massive, just with its big fucking maw and giant eye just peering at you from like the tiny little crevices in the wreckage that you're crawling through. It's so scary. But this is a spider. That's the energy this has right now. Holy crap, dude. Not really coughing anymore, but I'm sneezing a lot, so that's cool. You're trading one for the other. I'm sorry, dude. I hope it gets better soon. Justice for Ghosty's sinuses. Also, I got my girlfriend sick, so call me Oswald E. Spencer the way I infect people. Well, now you just have to die and then let people resurrect you through blood. And then we will give you that moniker. Jeez. Why are those spider web sounds so loud? It's like alarmingly loud. Hold on, I have to adjust. I can only mute and unmute here? Well, listen, that's stupid. That's like actually dumb. I got, this right here. Does this help me at all? We'll see. We'll see. I was waiting the last 20-ish minutes to see these reactions. You're running on fence time here, baby. First, you had to sift through my reactions to bricks and wood grain and cardboard. No. Nope. Fuck off. Uh-oh. Yikes. Holy shit. Brother, why are you so giant and horrible? Oh, God. I hate it. I hate it. They're moving around too spider-like, too. It's like they're a spider or something. Jesus Christ. What the fuck's going on? I don't think we can kill it. We have to heal. Oh. Fucking crazy, dude. It looks at you through the window. What? Oh my God. Oh my God. I love and hate all of this. Oh, hold on. Why am I shooting at this thing like I can actually hurt it? There's no way. Good God. Vince, you're taller than this spider, I guarantee. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm taller than this spider. It's got more muscle mass than me. What do I do? Oh. Find some blonde guy in a trench coat to impale me. Give me a sec. Okay, let me know what you find whenever you're looking for him. If you need someone to provide, we can probably look someone up on Craigslist or something to fit the bill. My God. All right, hold on. I gotta unplug myself. I've got too much fucking shit on me. All right. The atmosphere of Dead Space got to you? Oh, dude, it is intense. It is intense. It's the magic of streaming right here. Oh, he exploded. All right, that was satisfying. See what happens to spiders that are smaller than me? Fuck them kids. Look at y'all. Uh-oh, there's a lot. Oh, God. Oh, no. What? How did you live? What is going? How did you live? How did you live? How did you live? You tiny little bastards. My God. Is Craigslist like American Wish? Yeah, but for people. Not in like the slavery way, but in like the labor way. I don't know. People look for jobs and homes and like all kinds of things. There's like weird personal ads. You can think of it as like a creepy newspaper. Except don't trust don't trust anyone on Craigslist. I do not recommend. Oh my God. Jen, you're back. Welcome back. Hello. Now we're killing baby spiders. Yeah, fuck them. I don't feel any sense of remorse for them baby spiders. You're killing your baby. She'll be mad now. Good. Good. Ah! Oh, Jesus Christ. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I won't go down there. We're gonna fight this thing on the roof. This is fucked up. This is fucked up. Also, we'll be featuring clips from this week's streams early on next week, and I will be giving credits to anybody who takes some really good clips. So you have been informed. Fair fencers, defeat the giant spider. Fuck, fuck, fuck. How? What do we do? Ah! 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 Oh, I see. He's got little butt nodules. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Move it. Move it. Wait a second. Wait a second. We could do a thing. I should have done another thing first. Can I jump on this spider too? Where are you going? Where are you going? What the? What's the matter? What's wrong? What's wrong? It's not out to get bugs. I'm out to get bugs. I'm about to put the smackdown on this bug. My God. Oh. 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 Get your stupid fat leg out. Oh, God. He just fucking nosedive. You gotta be kidding me. Hilarious. Why am I shooting its face? I know better. I know better. Oh my God. Leon should have called pest control. I know. I know. But they had to say giant spider in case we didn't know. There could be some confusion, you know? Hey. 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 Oh, never mind. Never mind. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. I want to come over here to the big explodey barrel and we're gonna have a nice exploding barrel time. Oh God. Get up. Oh my God. What? Little spider, you little bastard. I really want to hit that barrel, but this ain't working out for us. Ah! Holy shit. All right, how do we do this? How do we do this here? My God, my God, my God, my God. Spider said yeet Leon. What? He's doing something different. Stop doing different things. What the fuck? I need that barrel. I need that barrel. Okay, here we go. Now we've got it. Now we've got it. There we go. Except we're on the wrong side of him. Shit. Oh, it's above us. Man, I hate this. This is horrible. I see a clip. No way, dude. Shoot that bitch. Shoot him. Wow. Look at this absolute Chad of a guy. Holy hell. There's ammo down there. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? If I were Leon, I'd be crying. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's gonna jump. She's. Yeah, I fucking hate it, dude. I hate it. Oh. Oh, Jesus. My God. What's your fucking problem? God, stop shooting little dudes at me. Ah. Okay, we can just axe him. We can just axe him. Okay. No. Stop being so fast and scary. God damn it. I need to shoot your butt. Ah. Stop throwing your kids at me. There must be a better way. I hate you. Who throws children? You're a bad parent. Oh, God. I see what it's doing. It keeps like turning around to shoot its booty goo at us. So all we gotta do is not be scared of it when it shows up. Nope. Come on up here. Oh, they can't. Ooh! Ooh, again! Ah! Ah! Holy crap! Holy crap! My brother in Christ, you have to stop this. You must persist. You must cease and desist. Cease and desist. Ah! 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 Oh my God! Ah! Exposure therapy, that's what it is. Ah! I'm not happy. I'm out of grenades and I'm unhappy. Ah! Your kids are small and weak. I just thought you should know that. Ooh. Oh, I'm out of that ammo. Uh-oh. 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 Ooh. Okay, wait. You're gonna try to throw them kids at me again, right? Now that we murdered some of them? That's for sure. That's what we're looking out for. Come up here. Come up here. See what you got. Oh, he's got a lot. He's got a lot. Oh. 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 Ah, oh. Oh. Oh God. Where now? Jesus. My God. Fencers, I'm sorry. I'm very afraid. I don't want to dance with it. I don't want to dance. I hate this. I hate this so much. Please. No, don't do that. Turn around. Ah. Ah. Oh, again. God damn it. Ah. Having a great time. I'm glad you guys are having a great time. This is my nightmare. This is my fucking nightmare. Where's the flamethrower when you need one? I know! Usually when you have to deal with giant bugs in these games, you've already got a flamethrower. We have no flamethrower. We had a grenade and I burnt it already. Or a bazooka, yeah. But mostly a flamethrower. I'd feel so empowered if I had a flamethrower. Mike. I'm missing something here, I know it. Where are them kids? Where are them kids at? You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. First, gotta find them kids. That gunpowder? Gunpowder large? Okay. Alright, here we go. I know what we do. I know what we do. Wait. We cannot do that. We need one more gunpowder large. Alright. I have two ideas. I was gonna say we have a grenade. We can blow it up and stun it so that we can shoot its booty blisters. But we don't have that. We do have a magnum. Maybe if we shoot it right in the mouth, it'll cause it to stagger, and then we again can go after the booty blisters with the shotgun shells, because we have that. What else do we got? We got 2 more healing items left. I think that's all we can make. Actually, we need to finish reloading this thing. It's alright, it's alright. Oh, ah. A pea shooter and a revolver, that's right. Alright, we need a nice big area. Oh, he got stunned when he tried to do that attack right there. Okay, that's an opening too. Oh, they're the kids. Really? Oh God. Oh. Oh! Oh, he actually pierced the carapace. Come on, do something cool to finish this thing off. Yeah. You know what's coming. Photo mode. Yes. My boy. Hell yeah, brother. Oh my god. So good. So good. Famous last words. I know what we do.
Raccoon City hospitality.
Oh, that was so crazy. Jesus. A blast to the noggin. That's all we needed. Wow. Gunpowder Large, the new fragrance for men. Now in Spider Edition. I love Gunpowder Large. It's my favorite. Whew. Jesus, dude. That was amazing. What an awesome boss encounter. That was fantastic, dude. I could not have done it without y'all. I needed your emotional support. That was the worst. Oh. Disaster. You're telling me that was a disaster. Oh, jeez. So wait, we're in the Ridgewood station? We can zoom out. We can zoom out on the map. Look at that. We were up here in Rhodes Hill. We've been to Wrenwood. We've been to Elbridge. My God, Crater Center. We're going to Ground Zero in Raccoon City. Are you kidding me? Also, this map is nuts. Like, look, we're at like what remains of the devastation on the outer edge of the city. Look at how much city just disappears as you get further and further in. Outstanding, dude. God. This game's attention to detail is magnificent. Okay, so we can go up here. It looked like on the map we could go up the other side too. Is that true? No. At least not from here. Okay. Oh, you reckon we'll find Jill's train? It's kind of funny, but that's what I was like looking for. That's kind of what I was looking for. Oh man. All right, friends, I'm super tired tonight, so I'm going to try and catch some Z's earlier than usual. Take care. You too, Owls. Get the extra rest. You so dearly deserve it, and your body needs it. I'm glad you're caring for yourself extra hard today, from start to finish. We'll see you on Thursday. Weird stream schedule this week, I know. We'll have some more Resident Evil then, some more hanging out then. In the meantime, keep your head up and your heart strong. It was great seeing you. Oh man, here we go. A couch. This is what I need. I just need to catch some Z's, dude. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Wait a minute. That's some fresh looking blood. Who the hell's camping out in Raccoon City? What? Okay, can we go through that? Looks like we can. No, this is weird. This is weird. Who's just been chilling here? Locked from the other side. God. What do you guys think is going on with Grace right now? I do so love how on the same page we can be. I know. I am a big fan. Have you seen the PS5 Pro version? My honest opinion, it's like one of the first games to true system seller for the thing. I don't know. I mean, I could see it being a system seller in the sense of its graphical quality if like that's a big draw for you. But like, yeah, I'm just kind of different in that regard where like that wouldn't do it for me. But I sure love the visuals in this game. They're pretty phenomenal. I can only imagine what it looks like in PS5 Pro. I have no idea though. I haven't looked. Oh man, okay. All right. Spydologists? Spydibidurologists. Ooh, honestly, as good as games look on the Pro, nothing is worth the asking price for one. Especially now that it jumped like 200 bones, man. Oh boy. Wow, dude. The scale of that wall
Okay,
in
shit.
that shot right there
Get the
with
barricade.
Leon walking towards it.
Looks like someone else was here
Massive.
first, and they were planning on busting their way in. No way around?
The Army Corps of Engineers erected it to seal the city. It goes on for miles.
Guess
Wow.
the only way in is through then.
Okay. So yeah, someone was here. Someone literally set up some charges to blow through this gate. What do we need? A detonator. Who do you think it was, fam? Welcome back, Blair. How are you doing? Ooh. All right, there's a tent there. All right, we got some options here. We can go this way, which actually that's the way we should go. Let me see what's over here first. There's a big old hole. Love it. Okay. All right. Guess I'll lurk for a bit. Do it to it, Mashi. Well, I know who it was. Who do you think it could be? Man. I don't know. Because everything that you're dealing with Umbrella now is like, it's remnants. Like, Umbrella is not really Umbrella at this point. I mean, it kind of is, but I don't like really know what to call them now. I could assume that it's like, like, no, there's no way it's the folks that took Grace. Who are they working alongside though? Like, they seem to be pretty well coordinated. They still like have special operatives
Whose camp is this?
around? 'Cause, like, it sure looks that way. Like, this is military style setup, dude. Which makes me think of like Umbrella's like equivalent of like Secret Service, you know? Orders for the Engineer Corps. The detonator requires 3 parts: a receiver, which is at East Point, a distributor, which is at Midpoint, and a relay at West Point. Retrieve them immediately. We don't have much time. Avoid contact with the infected at all costs. If combat's unavoidable, deal with it quickly. Provide situational updates every 30 minutes. So this is fairly recent. Are they like en route to these points right now? Are we gonna run into these people? Also, why is there shit scattered so far across a destroyed city? No power, no power. Okay. So that's a... What's it gonna look like when we get back in control of Grace? Is she gonna be using any of this maybe? Oh, here we go. Need to turn on a generator.
Sure, there's an old BSAA camp here. Place is trashed. Looks like they left in a hurry.
What were the BSAA doing in Raccoon City?
BSAA? I don't remember them. What did that say?
What is it?
The computer's not locked. And they were also headed to the center of Raccoon City.
Interesting, too.
Yikes.
That reminds me. I dug a little deeper in the Pentagon's database, and I noticed something's missing.
What's that?
There's no record of anyone ordering the missile strike on Raccoon City.
Well, if not them, then who?
That kind of tracks, though. Uh-oh.
Leon
Yep.
sounded the alarm.
There we go.
looks like your campaign to make the DSO stand down really didn't work, Zeno.
I'll leave this matter.
Zeno? Who the hell is Zeno? Who is this guy? Oh, now Leon has save points? Cool. Alright. Really need to save up for the Taffy sound command. Yeah, dude. Do it up. Most games until then only had slightly more resolution, but dang, Resident Evil used the fancy new upscaler version, and it's just transformative, like upper mid-range PC experience. And the new price is like 900 bones. Yeah. Yeah. Delete the whole AI stuff and you're totally good on the PC front. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I might have to take a look at it. Alright, Tactical Tracker. A device that records combat data. Credits earned from kills can be used at a supply box. What is... Are you kidding me? They're... This is so fun. What kind of Resident Evil shenanigans are they not going to include in Resident Evil Requiem? It's all here, buddy. It's all here. The fucking mercenaries style bullshit is right here. Fantastic. Give me the ability to upgrade my shit. Now, who's gonna take those credits? That's what I want to know. The tactical tracker logs your combat data in real time. The more enemies you dispatch, the more credits you earn. Credits can be used to purchase items, weapons, or upgrades at a supply box. It's just gonna be at the supply box. Oh my god. Oh my god. Amazing. I'm ready for this. Now, this isn't so much the what are you buying? That was Resident Evil Village with the carriage vendor there. Very much a what are you buying situation. This is Mercenaries shit. Just like in the main game though. Like that's crazy. And they kind of did a similar thing with Resident Evil 7 in the DLCs with where Ethan had to like survive waves of enemies. And you could like upgrade in between and stuff like that. That was a really fun mode too. This is just so cool. It's so fun. AI even taking the merchants' jobs. God damn it. Okay, so I bet you then that we're going to use credits to get keys too to open up these connexes maybe. Are we straight up just gonna be mopping the floor with some zombos while we're here? Oh no, that's is that where it's saying the distributor is? Wait a second. Cedarbrook Apartments. Can we just go in there? No. Oh boy, I cannot wait to figure this whole thing out. Just looking around before we go in there. How's there nothing? How's there nothing at all here? Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, yes, there we go. An umbrella. How do I take that? It's so fitting. All right. If I would own a PS5, I totally wouldn't upgrade. Yeah, I thought about upgrading to a PS5 Pro a while back, and then I was like, nah, like we've already spent a lot of money on this console generation. Like we have 2 PlayStation 5s, so that Jen and I could play stuff together. And I was like, nah, we don't need that.
I should check the camp some more.
For what? So we can't go in here? Do I need to find that distributor? What's the deal? We came from out here. What am I missing? Already saved. Already checked these boxes. Is this something to do with this generator? Oh wait, maybe I should I interact with the supply box first? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Fucking cool, dude. Fucking cool. We're in ads. Oh, shit. Damn. Okay. Sorry. We're in ads. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes here. Leon sees an umbrella and just has a panic attack. Oh my god. Ah. Yeah. Stealing Wesker's shtick. Beat for beat. Flow for flow. He is. Xeno is very Wesker-esque. Major irk with FF9 is a lack of save points till long stretches. Maybe I'm spoiled by being able to save anywhere. That's just old game design. That's just how old RPGs were. Not being able to save in certain parts was like sometimes part of the added like risk factor of certain sequences. It was like set up that way by design too. It's weird. Old RPG game design has a lot of things that I don't quite agree with in retrospect, but I just understood were part of the genre back then. Fabricated difficulty is one of them, and the manipulation of save points is kind of part of that. And then like this expectation that like, oh, your players should play your game multiple times in order to do certain things. Or like it expects you to go and grind somewhere, but before you make that realization, you're going to get the crap kicked out of you by this particular boss in this section of the game. And it just kind of bloats the game in weird ways. Like I have nostalgia for it, but if I'm looking at it objectively, it's not fun game design, you know? I'm willing to do it just because I grew up in that era and that's what it was for a while, but I'm so glad that we've moved beyond that style of design language today, because it's pretty unfun in my opinion. Is that because RAMs are so expensive now? The gang's all here. Yeah, hell yeah. RAM is very expensive right now. Silicone in general is a little bit more expensive right now too. And then our economy is just in a rough spot right now, or anything that's imported is pretty expensive. And a lot of silicone comes from across the pond. So like just electronic stuff in general has gotten more expensive here. And probably in a lot of places, to be honest. But RAM especially, yeah. Yeah, I know that's part of it. But these prices for the PlayStation consoles, they spiked shortly after we opened up this war with Iran, and that just messed up global trade all over the place. So it's kind of a crazy thing. I have a feeling it's partially in response to that, because they're probably losing money every time that they're trying to ship out. I don't know. I haven't dug into it that deep, to be honest. All I know is that now we've got very expensive consoles on our hands. And if I was going to buy something, it should have been months ago. And it probably won't happen now, this console generation. All right, we're back from ads. Next gen consoles will probably have all this tech. Yeah, probably. I don't know. The next generation of consoles is weird to me. I don't even know. I don't know what it's going to look like in terms of like viability, you know? Like I've got my eye on this upcoming Steam machine, and to me, that's kind of, oh, you're going to upgrade the hatchet? What can you do to the hatchet? Fortify the blade, make it razor sharp. Oh, it just gets stronger and more durable. What? Oh my god. Rate of fire, reload speed, stability. Increase the firepower. Reduce muzzle rise. Mitigate muzzle rise more. Boy howdy. Sorry, I got very enamored by this. I am excited. This game's so cool. So we're looking at a lengthy Leon section now. All right, I'm about it. I'm about it. What was I saying? like I'm looking at the Steam machine, right? And to me, if that does what I think it's gonna do, it's almost gonna make it to where like, why do I want another console? You know, because that's gonna have the best of both worlds there. It's gonna have the convenience and comfort of a console experience. And the only thing that might be a drawback for it is actually probably like upgradability of the thing. But like it checks so many boxes for me. It opens you up to like a plug and play experience where you can still access all of like a PC library, which is very cool. So I don't know, something like that coming out, I feel like would be a pretty big game changer. Depending on the way that it happens, although right now the price point was always going to be the thing for me. That was like, is this going to be like the ushering in of the future for console gaming? And because of the way that things are right now, especially for like RAM and tech prices, it's bad news for that device's launch, unfortunately. And you really couldn't have predicted that in this way. So I feel for him in that regard, because that's going to create some setbacks for him, I think. But if that weren't the case, I mean, it did seriously have me questioning, like, do we even need new console generations? I do think that we're at a turning point, though, and the next iteration of consoles is going to be very different from what we're used to seeing. Like, you know how it's so far been like, oh, we get the new machine and it's like got upgraded graphical fidelity and processing power, and like this generation it was the transition from hard disk drives to solid state drives and what that opened the door to as far as like performance, and then the inclusion of like upscaling, you know, and frame gen on the console experience. That just like boosted performance, whether artificially or not, in ways that couldn't be done before. This next iteration, like that, it's kind of always been stuff like that, where it's like, new machine, here's the way it looks, new controller features, here's the way that looks, and it's just basically a better performing version of the last thing that came out. But we've had a couple of times where it's like the game has been changed, like the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, they came out and they ushered an era of like online playability, right? And that's what was the birth of like the Xbox network and PlayStation network and or Xbox Live, I mean. And maybe that wasn't the birth of it, because you could play both PS2 and the original Xbox online, but it wasn't like the infrastructure for it wasn't there that existed on the next consoles, right? So that was like the big thing. And then you had another couple of generations where it's like, all right, Xbox One and Xbox Series S and X, and then like PlayStation 4 and 5 were kind of the same thing, but they introduced things like, oh, now you can do like native streaming, and then they tried to do these like live, not live streaming, but like streamable game services, right? They try to do those things, but largely the consoles themselves were just more powerful versions of the last iteration. And then I think this PlayStation 6 and whatever the next Xbox is going to be, we're going to see like I feel like it's going to be a big turn for what they're trying to provide like as a gaming experience. You know, like I don't think it's going to be like a Nintendo GameCube to Nintendo Wii sort of like transformative thing where they're really trying to just like change the way you interact with the medium as much. But I do think it's going to be, the focus of that is going to be more outside the box than just like, here's a better, more powerful thing to play your games on. It will be that too, but I don't think that will be like the highlight. I don't know. That's just my prediction. Okay. Happy, what's up, dude? Welcome back. It's good to see you, man. So I was yapping. I missed your entrance. PS1 gameplay bloating was so real. Just games in general in that era just had that going on, you know. The core gaming audience was very different than it is now too. So it did appeal to hardcore gamers of the time. Whoa. Are you kidding me? What the hell? So anyway, I started blasting. Oh my god. Boy, these are honest to goodness zombies. Oh my god. What the hell? That dude threw... What? That almost killed me. Oh. Oh, here we go. Ah. Get off of me. There's too many of you. There's too goddamn many of you. Holy shit. Oh, right. Yikes. Oh. Yeah, let's go. Alright, now there's a way to sharpen this, and I forget how to do it. Ow! Wait, I'm trying to figure it out. That's not it. That's not it. It's square. Okay. Wait a second. Did it just go away? Did they just go away? Brother. No way. No way. The Requiem needs more firepower. Yeah. It just needs it. Oh, man. All right. Oh, boy. Just RAM prices doesn't have any stuff to do with war. Main reason for RAM shortages are major AI companies buying like over the half of the world's RAM supplies for their servers. I know that is a massive reason for a lot of that, yeah. Okay, wait, we can pick this up. And some people come back. So they just went away for now. I guess this is just the combat zone, huh? Hello. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. You can lunge really far, sir. Ah. Would you fall down already? Yeah. Where's my money? There you go. I'll die on the PlayStation Hill. You and me both happy. You and me both. Oh! That's what I was waiting for right there. That's crazy. Oh my god. The explosion of the leg bone. Jesus Christ. Ow, that didn't work out the way I had hoped. This music's wild. Wait. I'm gonna try to do something. Oh, my god, dude. Oh, just swinging the concrete stuck to the end of that. That zombie, that was nuts. This game is very fun. Very, very fun. Valve can take my money if they want to. Dude, yeah. For real. We're gonna see how that thing looks though when it comes out. What the price point is, what the features on it are looking like. But it's a pretty exciting looking machine. Steam Machine stays at its specs, kind of performs around the PS5 level. AMD's been rather weird recently with the way they supported their 2 prior generations of GPU. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, I don't do enough PC gaming to really have much of a pulse on that. Every time I've tried to play a game on my computer...
Busted.
Oops.
I'll have to shoot it down.
I haven't had any problems with the experience. And I say that because I'm running a AMD GPU. Not that I have purchased like the new latest and greatest ones or anything like that. What do I look like? I'm made of dollar bills? No, says I. Am I missing anything here? Okay. All right. Happy, you got a question of the day response? Yeah, we haven't really gotten to many of these today, have we? I'll take a look at some of them. Happy said, so, two things that you would have people know about you is that you're incredibly easygoing and naturally have a positive disposition to life. Yeah. Especially nowadays. You know? And Happy, I've known you for a while, but not everybody here has. Would you say that you have, always kind of been that way throughout your life? Or has that been something that, you've sort of molded into over the years? Oh, get off of me. Why do I mash X when I can do that? Oh, Jesus, my guy. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. The music in this game is so cool during the fights. What the heck? My god. All right. All the Leon segments are such set pieces. What's our inventory situation looking like? I'm kind of burnt through a lot of healing here. Let's see. Frame gen can be good, I think. By far the biggest difference in next-gen consoles. Cardboard boxes! They're everywhere! Biggest difference in next-gen consoles will be having a quality upscaler at baseline. I wonder if that will be the standout feature of it. I wonder. I do definitely think that will be a part of it. Ray tracing performance might also be a big jump, but ray tracing is still a high-end feature. And see, to me, that's just graphical nonsense. Like, it's fine, it'll be there, it'll be cool, but I don't know. I have a feeling there'll be something more impactful that will be like generation defining. You know what I mean? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that an axe right there? Oh yeah, buddy. What? What's going on? Oh, Jesus Christ! I didn't see that shit coming at all. Oh God. What the hell? Holy crap. I love that what do you call it? The document we picked up said avoid combat at all costs, and meanwhile we're over here like, nah dude, we'll just kill everything. You piece of shit. I'm pissed. Oh, god damn it. There we go. What? Ah! My god, you can just climb and stuff now? Wait a second. Yikes. Why are you so resilient? Jesus. These zombies like dabbling in recovery over here? What the hell? You got going to therapy? Ah. Missed the classic T-Virus zombies. These are upgrades, man. These zombies beat my ass more than the smart ones at the clinic. These ones are nuts. What they lack in brains, they make up for in tenacity, dude. You're tough sons of bitches. Okay, can we... hop over there, or do we gotta do this? Blammo. The way they've set this up too is wild because it's like these zombies could pop up literally anywhere. Because this whole thing is like they've been buried under the rubble, and they're just waking up now that there's some activity around them. So you never know what's gonna pop out at you here. That's pretty fun. It makes it a very like arcadey kind of experience in a good way. All right. The TLDR is you actually need to mod your games in order for a current upscaler to work in your games, and AMD just refuses to officially implement it for 6,000, 7,000 gen GPUs. Stuff we get baseline looks like tech from 2018. Interesting. Okay. See, that would be a game changer for the Steam machine too, is like if that came out and it just like the same way that developers like tailor make so many of their games for console features. If you get developers that are like turning settings on and like not requiring the need for like a user to mod their game to get like the maximum performance out of Steam's hardware, just out of the box. Like you turn it on, you buy the game, you turn the machine on, and the devs have already tuned that up for you the way that they would have for a console experience, and you just have that stuff on. That will be the thing where I'm like, okay, now this is going to be the thing that gets console people to really like get into this side of gaming more, because they've made it easy, you know. That'll be the thing where like people like me will be like, hell yeah, brother, that's going to be really cool, because I don't care to mod anything. I don't like it. I don't like that experience. It's just not for me. It's not bad. It's just, it does nothing for me. And like what it does unlock and open up for me by way of like performance or features or quality of life or whatever, like I just don't care about that enough to want to do any of that. You know, like it doesn't improve the experience enough for me to like feel motivated to do that stuff. So it just working would be massive for anybody that's like me in that regard, where like they could experience those improvements in a very like user-friendly kind of way. That would be awesome.
Bad news, Sherry. This place is overrun with zombies.
What?
Zombies!
That's impossible. They should have all been wiped out by the missile.
Yeah, they should have.
I think they got upgraded. I think they mutated. Clearly the bomb didn't do its job, or there's something sinister that's been going on here for all these years. Whoa, what? They're just hanging out? Okay.
My brother, we must rebuild the city. I want a new bar. No one's here to get in our way now.
Can open up like a nice tasty brain lounge. Craps tables for zombies. Leon simplified his attaché case. It's nice. I haven't simplified it though. Look at me. I'm a mess. I got stuff scattered everywhere. I don't care right now. I don't even worry about it. When I have more things I want to pick up, then I can worry about it. All right. Wait till you're back at Grace segments of like 2 bullets against the world. I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait. I don't know what I like more in this game. Grace's sections or Leon's sections. They are both incredible for very different reasons. They're not similar at all, and that's not a bad thing. But it's just such a fun contrast, you know what I mean? Happy said, regards to my question earlier, early life, I was optimistic. In high school, I did get a bit anxious and self-conscious. But after high school, I realized that I kind of just don't give a fuck about what others' opinions about me are, and just started realizing that my self-worth, what my self-worth is, and to be comfortable with me. Yeah, I love that for you, man. I love that for you. Because that's what I want to see for everybody. That's what I want myself as well. And it's a thing that a lot of us just strive for, but can be really difficult for some to achieve. And that's cool. And the way that you put yourself out there too, I think does influence people around you and inspire them to be, you know, more like that in their own way. All right, we gotta take a minute here. We have to take it in, fam. Let's look around. Because people worked hard to craft this environment, and by God, it is very cool. Like, God, the scale of just the skyscrapers in the background, the bleak sunset in the distance. Listen to the wind. And that one out there is like very cool. Oh, there's still zombies walking around. My God. It's the atmosphere, dude. It's so desolate. This toppled building is wild as well. Like, just the scale of it, man. I feel like we need like if only there were a photo mode or something. Hold on. Leon, you over here looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, man. Just look up at that. Okay. This is actually not a good spot to be for the camera. Can we zoom out further? Probably not, because there's like... Oh, I see. Nope, doesn't matter. We actually can't get much of a better shot than this. I don't know. Something really just cool about this scene to me. I really like it. It's got to be... Yeah. Fun, man. Okay. Avoid combat at all costs. Leon, no. No. Everything fell into place for me after I became comfortable with myself. I feel like there's a life lesson to be had there too. So much of our problems come from just feeling uncomfortable with who we are. Because that's a hard thing to achieve. It's hard to feel like, you know what? I just love myself. I'm just like, flaws and all. I like who I am. You know? It's almost scary to like embrace that as well. Because I think in that it's also like accepting certain things that you don't really like about yourself too.
2 more parts and I can jerry-rig the detonator for that gate.
Great. Can you see any more from your position?
One there. Wait, do we need to... Yeah, here we go.
Another BSAA camp. It should have the signal receiver.
That's how I'm often described. I'm sure this is a joke, Kevin. I'm very far behind on that though, so I don't know what that could have been referencing. Windows trying to tell me it's International Beaver Day. See, this is why you don't need Windows on anything. Who cares? Windows thinks you care, but you don't. What the hell is International Beaver Day? Oh, here we go.
Relays over there, huh?
Oh, we get to go through the toppled building? Oh, I'm excited. Besides physically, just mentally, I'm able to tackle and accomplish goals, tasks, and obstacles much more calm and better than I ever could before, and realizing it's okay to fail or be rejected. And I feel like that is an evolution that we have gotten to see you go through here over the years, because I know that wasn't always the case. Like that stuff in particular there, wasn't always the case for you, because you put a lot of pressure on yourself for a while, and were really hard on yourself for a little while too. So it's amazing to see that is not like you have risen above that in so many ways over the years, and it's inspiring, man. Like you're a person who, if I'm thinking about like some of the things that we talk about here, oh, there it is, and some of the people that I think about when I see someone struggling and just not really seeing the hope in them getting better or them being able to overcome the difficult circumstances that they're going through right now, see themselves transform because this is all they have ever known, this is all they've ever been, right? You're a person that's on a growing list of people from this community who we have seen believe certain things about themselves and then prove themselves wrong or prove other people wrong, in just the way that they grow over time, and through the effort that they put into themselves to make that happen. It's always amazing to me. We need that. We need that because it's hard to see in the moment that we can be more than what we see in ourselves right now, you know? I feel like so much of it starts with what you're saying, though, is just like, you know, accepting who you are, learning to love who you are, and realizing that, like you said, it's cool and okay to fail or even be rejected, because if people are going to reject us, those also are probably not the people that we need to have in our life. And if we feel that we've been rejected by people that we value, then those are lessons that we learn from, to be better and more ready to be who we need to be and what we need to be for future connections and friendships that we make, you know? All of this stuff helps us to be ready for the things that have yet to come. And it's just hard to picture that in the moment because we're not there yet. But you will be. We all will be. What am I looking at here? Why am I zooming on that? Great, it's a gas station. I feel like there's something else. Oh no, that was what it
September
wanted me to look
30th,
at.
1998. It's a day I'll never forget. The cop inside me died that day. And that night, Raccoon City was wiped out. Thanks to the bioweapons created by Umbrella. Somehow, I made it out. But too many others weren't so lucky.
Elgoom wants to be Leon so bad. Over here trying to cosplay. I know we don't need to kill those guys, but like, free points, right? Can I even pull this off? I'm such a bad shot. God damn it. I hate this. I'm gonna waste so much ammo. Points? Yeah. It's just fun. We kind of have that with the Steam Deck, so I can see it. Yeah, like that plug and play ability, right? But even not still though, like there's so many things you need to tweak with Steam Deck. There's so many things, and you can. They make it, make it fairly simple to manipulate settings in the deck to make games work. But like, what they need to do is just have the stuff that you would normally have to tweak to make deck ready experiences for certain like high-end games. That just needs to be on by default, and that would be the game changer. Where the user doesn't have to go into menus and navigate this shit at all, where it just works. You still could if you wanted to, but it wasn't like a requirement, you know? But you're right. We're pretty close to it with the way that Steam Deck works. Steam Machine uses a 7600 level GPU. I mean, it's a neat package depending on its price, but it's a solid 1080p machine. Love how D Atmos works. I don't know what that is. D-Timos? I don't know what that is. Grace's sections are better because she's hot. But she is. Grace is in a weird spot for me. Actually, I say that. I'm trying to validate you in that. Hold on. Let me tell you my actual thoughts on Grace. Grace is one of those characters that, like, when I look at her, I don't think, oh, this is a very attractive female character. Like, she's pretty, she's good looking, but there's something so much more about her, what's going on with her. Like, I feel her personality much more than any other aspect of the character. Like, that's so front and center to me. To the point where I almost can't say something like, oh, she's hot. Like, that almost feels, and I'm not saying that it is, but to me, it almost feels like it's like degrading to her character in that way because of what she has going on. It's interesting. It's almost the way that I feel about, like, Life is Strange's Maxwell Caulfield. Where it's like, there's just so much depth and nuance to this character that they're putting right in your face, that to, like, just look at the physical characteristics of the design of this character feels like, for me, it feels like such a shallow experience. Whereas there are other games where characters I can look at and just be like, yeah, okay, you know, like Bayonetta, sure. She wants, they designed her so you would say she's hot, you know, like that's different. Again, this is a me kind of thing. This is a very me, like, interpretation. So I don't expect it to be one of those things that is like, this is how people should feel about it or anything like that. It's just, I'm very distracted by those elements of the character, where it feels foreign for me to say something like, this character's really attractive. Leon, on the other hand, and I say this as a straight guy, is very hot. And he's meant to just be the hot guy. You know, like, he's there to be cool and be eye candy. 100%. I don't feel any sort of way about being like, this dude, this is an attractive man, you know? While he does have things going on, they're not asking you to think about the depth of him very much. That's not what's in your face about his character. Zoom in brick. Surprisingly enough, never got into Resident Evil. Is that so, Happy? Is it, did you just not like the way the game's played, or have you just, like, never really given it a shot? Silencer 9. Wait a second. Are these straight up new guns? These are new guns. These are just upgrades to we can buy new guns. A better shotgun. Hold the phone. Oh, that shotgun's way better. Wait, right? Trying to... Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's a semi-automatic shotgun, too. Oh, boy. We get body armor. Are these, like, visual upgrades as well? Like, are we going to get to cosmetically see these improvements on Leon? Because that would be really cool. Now the ammo and stuff. Okay. Precise handgun. Built-in suppressor effectively dampens the sound of all shots. I don't know how effective that aspect of it's going to be, but it is... Is it actually more powerful? I can't tell. No, it's weaker. It's weaker. So this is literally... Oh, you can compare. Oh my gosh. This game thought of everything. No, it's actually the same. Way more stable, though. Way more precise. So that's where the upgrades come in. Okay. I'm sold. We need that. And then we can compare this. It's better in every way. So we need that too. And then this SMG, dude. We don't have an SMG yet, so that's fun. What ammo type does it use? I feel like it's probably going to be the same as the Like the Silencer 9 and stuff, like the handgun. Okay. Let's get... No, it actually might be... It might have its own ammo, now I'm thinking about it. Because it usually does have unique ammo types in Resi games. Alright. Celebrate the damn makers. My god. If it ain't International Coffee Day, I don't care. Mashi's speaking my language right now. Right, I'm off to bed. Have fun killing zombies. Thanks, Jenny. Have a good night. Sleep well. And you keep your head up and your heart strong. I appreciate your support tonight. This is why Victor was just chilling in the front of that big door waiting for Grace. He knew that if Leon found him, Leon would just miss every single shot. Yeah. That's what he does. But 2B is obviously really hot, but she's also a strong female character. Yeah. And Yoko Taro likes to do this thing where he likes to subvert expectations a lot. And so, like, it's a character that they, like, because he does this. He did this with Kaine. He did this with 2B. Where he just, like, makes pretty looking, like, women characters. Or women fronting characters, right? Expecting you to, like, just look at them. So much so that he put in mechanics to where if you're trying to be weird and look at them in weird sexualized ways, the characters actually react to you as a player and break the fourth wall, which is really fun. So he's very aware of what he's doing. But that is like to set a precedent that he is going to then flip on you later, right? So the fact that 2B is like super hot, and then becomes like one of the most like emotionally deep and impactful characters that he's created, is something that he like, it was very intentional. And so then it kind of flips this thing where later, like I've played subsequent playthroughs of Nier Automata, and I have the same effect that I'm talking about earlier, where like I don't really like care as much about 2B's physical features or think about them in the same way that I used to. However, because that's how I started off interacting with that character, like from a visual standpoint, she was eye candy on the TV screen. You know what I mean? So that one's kind of in a weird place for me, just because of like the way that your experience with that character and those characters in those the Taro universes unfold. Whereas they kind of do a thing like that with Zero as well in Drakengard 3, but not to nearly as deep an effect. But like the presentation of those characters is way different. It's completely different than the presentation of like Grace in this. So it's kind of, it feels different to me, but it is not objectively right or wrong. You know what I mean? But you're right. 2B is an incredibly strong female character and is one of the most iconic ones in gaming nowadays, I think, which is pretty cool. I may be blue collar, but I do be respecting women. Wait, I feel like this was a follow-up to something. Unpopular opinion. I dislike the sexual skins or character styles in video games. It depends on the game for me, for sure. Depends on the game for me, for sure. I think I had more of a problem with it when there wasn't as much sexualization of like male characters in video games too. And again, this is something that's like, it's because it's fiction and because it's like in like an artistic sense, it hits different than like the sexualization of people like in real life situations. But at the same time, it's also not like totally different because it's still setting a precedent for the culture of how we tend to accept things being viewed or people being viewed, you know? So it's in a weird like gray area for me there. But like, yeah, it's one of those things that like different people are going to interpret it in different ways. And there might not be like an objective, this is how it is kind of statement to make. You know, it's kind of up to people to decide for themselves. Because I wouldn't look at somebody who is like sexualizing characters in video games and think that like, oh man, they don't respect women, or they don't respect men, or they don't respect whatever, or they're fetishizing like these types of people or something like that because they did so like in their video game or in their book or whatever. It's the way that people would take that and then translate it to their behavior with real people. You know, and that almost puts it in the same space of like the same ethical space as like, do video games cause violence? Except there's probably more arguments to be had with this conversation than there is the do video games cause violence conversation, because there's just so much evidence that like, no, people by and large understand that this is like not real life, and these are video game rules, not real life rules, that those things aren't one-to-one. It's pretty obvious to most people, you know. Whereas this other social stuff is almost a little bit different, because you can see evidence of like, you know, like incel behavior and stuff like that being a thing, in the ways that they spend a lot of their time. They might be picking up like cultural interpretations of like social norms based on like fictional experiences that they like view as, oh, this is what normal is. This is how, you know, the world sees these types of people or something like that. But again, that's an individualized thing. But on the other hand, people make these things, right? And knowingly or unknowingly may be setting these precedents. So I guess at the end of the day, I don't know what is right or wrong. I just think it's worth thinking about. And there are certain things that like hold me up on it, you know, that I notice as I'm like playing a game or like appreciating a character, or even in the art space, you know. I kind of have similar like mental conversations with myself as I'm appreciating things there. I think by now Leon's up there with Ava regarding fan service content. I agree with that for sure, Garrett. It's swapped for me. Grace is really hot, and I know that Leon's attractive, but I care next to zero about that, and I only really care about his trauma and story. That is interesting. I wonder too if it has anything to do with just like one's own sexual preferences, like their orientation, you know. But then again, I don't know. I'm kind of contradicting that too, because like I'm a straight cis male, and like Grace being hot should then be the thing that like I would focus on that aspect of more, right? But like I'm not, so I don't know. But then again, there's plenty of characters in other games where I do. You know, another character that kind of fits in this weird gray area for me, Lady from Devil May Cry. Or like I remember seeing her and being like, that's a really hot looking character. But then I became like so interested in her backstory that I almost like just can't look at her that way. So that is interesting. Huh. It's fun to take inventory of some of these things. I don't know, it just never seemed interesting to me. Like I tend to dislike games when you're thrown into a guided story. I see, Happy. So like an on the rails experience. You want to have more choice and agency in the games that you're playing. Like you want to write your own story in some way, it sounds like. Uncharted was the exception for it. I do hear that Uncharted is kind of like a standout game in a lot of ways. Slowly getting tired as well, and it's yet again soon 6 a.m. Soon. They'll do it in the next Nier game, whatever SE actually lets him make that game. I know. Yeah, I know. That's like his like signature at this point, you know? Yoko Taro. Chernobyl kind of hot. Oh, that's funny. I think it's okay to have freedom of expression and have your art be what you want it to be. And I can appreciate that with the games I play. I have a choice to go down that route or be a bit more basic with my character choice. That makes sense to me. Yeah. That makes sense to me. I like this kind of conversation because like it reminds me that like so much about the way that we play games, the ways we appreciate the aspects of the games, and the way that we explore them and find meaning in them is so subjective. And it's subjective even when the designers and developers themselves set things up in such a way that they're trying to tell the player sometimes how you should interpret some things, or they're setting pieces up for you to be led down a certain like framing of a scene, a character, a situation, and yet still every player has an individual interpretation of like what all of those things mean and what they all are. You know, it's cool. It's why social gaming is so cool to me. Like just playing games and then talking about them with other people. I just find it very, very fun. Okay. Gosh, you guys got me into a really just fun subject to talk about. I know we've been staring at this this menu for a while. So what I want to do is I actually want to buy this shotgun. Retail therapy. That's fun. Okay. We got 3,500 left. We can resupply and buy some ammo and stuff. I always feel like buying ammo is a waste of money in these kinds of games. But it might not be. Like, for instance, we bought this shotgun. We don't have any shotgun ammo, I don't think. Oh, we can check our inventory from here? Badass. Okay, look, I'm wrong. We have 5 shells. So maybe that's fine. We do need to sell off this shotgun now, though. Though I believe that it has an attachment to it. Can we attach that to this other shotgun? Let me take a look at that. Doesn't look like we can actually affect that in that same menu. Charms. The Connoisseur Charm. For any gun, it increases the firepower. Oh, so this had the same firepower as that other shotgun because of this charm? Oh, wait a second. No, that's on Alligator Snapper. Oh. And that gun's power was at the same level as the silencer. So never mind. So actually the silencer is more powerful than the snapper. Maybe I should have gotten that instead. Okay, but wait, we are gonna sell this MSBG 500. How much money can we get for that? Or can we sell it, actually? No, we can, okay. We'll get 2,500, so that'll put us at 6,000. Which, would let us buy this. So then this is what we're gonna do. We're selling this. We're selling this. And then we're buying the silencer. And we have 1,500 left over. We've got not much handgun ammo left. So I should buy some of that if we can afford it. We can. Got 1,000 left. We can... Oh, we can't buy any more handgun ammo. Okay. We can buy more shotgun shells, though. Now, let's see. How much do upgrades cost? 1,000 for the dot sight. Connoisseur Charm. I mean, we got to put that on anyway. This increases the rate of fire. Increases precision. I want the dot sight. Okay. I like this game. Ooh, cool. So the dot sight, it puts us in first person mode. I am surprised at this. I don't hate it. Meanwhile, what's this shotgun looking like? Okay. All right. Cool stuff. I'm gonna jump into Baldur's Gate or give Sleep a new shot. Do it to it, Garrett. Hope you have a good night, man. It was nice hanging out and chatting with you for a while, buddy. Keep your head up and your heart strong. Enjoy the Karlach vibes. Karlach is obviously literally the hottest. Objectively so. Objectively so. I tend to enjoy shooters like Battlefield, which doesn't have depth to it. Or I like games that are just giant open world rabbit holes, like Assassin's Creed, or RDR2, or Fallout. Okay, so if you're gonna get into like a story-based, like immersive kind of experience, you want it to be very open. You want to have lots of player agency, because you're looking to create your own stories, which I also view like players who play a lot of like FPS, like multiplayer, competitive shooter kind of games, because what you're doing there is you're crafting stories in that too, just less so than like in an RPG sense, more so in an experiential sense. What you're doing, especially if you're playing with friends, is you're creating opportunities to have those moments where a week from that time that you had the gaming session, you look at your buddy and you go, damn, you remember when we did this? And you tell the story of it. Like that kind of story crafting. You know what I mean? And there's a lot to be said for that too. All right. Where do we go next? Actually, that's still locked. Oh, we got a key. Wait, what did we get the key for? Cedarbrook Apartments. Okay, yeah, so that is this next area. This conversation is reminding me that I've been trying to create my top 10 hottest video game characters list, and I'm stuck at number 4, and it's been like this for weeks. Really? I don't know if this will help or not. You can always change your list. You can make a new list later. You're stuck at number 5 now? Oh. Why do you hate the dot site? What's wrong with the dot site? I've seen like all the Baldur's Gate actors on stage doing D&D, and they're also charming and mostly ridiculously pretty. Especially Shadowheart and her girlfriend are just adorable and cute. Oh, really? Yeah, I remember when they were like starting to do all that stuff, and it was like videos of it were popping up everywhere, but I never like really looked at any of them. So I have no idea what most of that cast looks like or how they interact with each other. What? What? Oh my god, Dorky Dino. Hey, what's going on? How are you doing? You know, you coming into raid. Let's give you a nice Leon view here. Oh, I can't because this shit's in the way. There's too much. Why is he so mad looking? Jesus Christ, he looks weird right here. There, you get that. There you go. Yeah, enjoy it. Welcome on in, my friends.
Hey,
Kingdom Hearts.
Tarzan already lost his parents.
Let's
once,
go.
Right? We gotta do it again. We gotta traumatize him even more.
Don't beat up Tarzan, no. Yeah, my friends, go follow Dorky Dino. Show them some love. They're a very cool VTuber content creator. Obviously playing really cool games. They like Kingdom Hearts. What were you playing today? Were you playing Kingdom Hearts today too? Were you playing something different? How was your stream? You're welcome for the Leon close-up. Listen, I know what people want. Okay, I'm sorry, but it was his facial expression right now. Although maybe that does it for some people. I don't know. I don't need to apologize for anything. I just enjoy. You were playing Birth by Sleep. That's so cool. That's one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts games. Used to be my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. Whose story are you playing through on that one right now? I think you were playing that not long ago too, right? And you did Vin's story first, if I remember right, and then you were doing was it Terras or Aquas that you were doing next? Hey. I feel like you were doing Terras next, right? Yeah. You're doing Terras right now. Okay, awesome. Awesome possum. And we did just hit ads. I'm so sorry, Raiders. I'm so sorry for the ads there. But I'm so happy that you're here. If you're here right now, we'll get you some tunes. You can hang out with us for a little bit. I'll hold off on my streamer spiel, who I am and stuff like that until we come back from the ads. But I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for raiding us. We're just playing some Resident Evil Requiem tonight. We were also talking about like ethical implications of like video game character hotness and like sexualization of characters and stuff like that in gaming, and how we felt about that. And yeah, we're just having some fun conversations about this stuff today. Happy said, let's spark a debate here. It's Burnt Peanut a VTuber or no? Is Burnt Peanut a VTuber? Is Burnt Peanut the one that's been doing like all the marathon videos lately? Because I think I've seen some of his pop up. Although I think his channel name wasn't something else, and Burnt Peanut was like a bit that he does. I don't know. I never sat down to really watch it, so I can't weigh in on this one. I don't think Snapchat filters count. Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting question though, because it does make you wonder. Like, okay, to be a VTuber, does it require advanced rigging? I think no. If you think of an outside the box way to create a persona, and you commit to the character, and it's got lore, and that character is doing something that you've established, this is who they are, what they care about, where they come from, and you're staying in line with all of that during your streams or your videos or whatever. Like that's the core of being a VTuber, right? You commit to the bit. That's what it is. That's a lot of reasons why people like VTubers anyways. They've got like a storyline that they follow, or something that they invest themselves into, right? At least, I don't know, a lot of them. You definitely got folks like Iron Mouse, who totally broken down that wall over time, to be like, this is just who I am as a person, and I do this as a way for me to find more fulfillment in my life and grow as a person, which is really, really inspiring. That's a good question, Happy. What do you guys think? I guess technically he is. Yeah, like I'd be hard pressed to disqualify him. But it's like a very non-traditional approach to it, right? But like I could see, like I want to hear some arguments against it as well, because I don't feel like it's one of those things that's in a gray area for me again. I say he is because he doesn't show his face like a VTuber. And I don't feel like you need to have a crazy model to technically be a VTuber. Right, yeah, I feel that way largely as well. There's what I said about what I think a VTuber is at its core, but then also like, yeah, you're right. Like VTubers are just like, they're not showing their face. They're in character, right? They're not putting like themselves, like the actor behind it, front and center. The model is just a means to an end, right? The rigging is just a means to an end. But then I guess you can think about like, okay, what's the difference between a VTuber and a PNG tuber, right? PNG tubers are static in their images. They're not animated. They're very not lifelike, right? If a Snapchat filter gives you a full range of motion and facial expressions and things like that, it still kind of to me technically fits the bill of what you would get out of a VTuber. Just the way that they went about it, I think they took something that like is more generic, but made it their own in a way that like other people didn't. So on one hand, I can see where it looks like sort of a cop-out, but on the other, they did something that anybody could do, but didn't. You know what I mean? So like, there's merit to that. Yeah, non-traditional. If Burnt Peanut is a VTuber, then would you say that the Annoying Orange is a VTuber too? If the Annoying Orange had a long-running series of like interactions and videos and live streams and built a following around the character more so than just the meme of the character, then I would say yeah. Now, I am not a Annoying Orange aficionado, so I can't say whether that has or hasn't been done or not. To my knowledge, I don't think that it has. It's just the one bit, right? It's the meme of it. So I would say no in that regard. Whereas Burnt Peanut is making like steady streams of content, right? There's a storyline there that continues to unfold. Like they've made it more of a character than a moment in time, you know? Which to me, a meme captures a moment in time. It's a very specific thing at a very specific time that has a very specific sort of impact. It's not something that like unfolds or evolves really. And I guess that's not technically totally true because memes do like transform over time, but like they're not like, I don't know. You look at something like a Pepe the Frog, which has become a very problematic character. That has had an evolution culturally, right? But like, if it was like that character had its own social medias and channels and was making regular streams of content, that like you could see the tracking of the progression of like what they do, what they interact with, and yada yada, then that could turn into something like a VTuber situation. It's less so about the surface level thing that you see and more about what are they doing, you know? Digest H2O. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't hear that in my ear holes. I appreciate it, Happy. I needed that too. My throat's dry, man. I've been yapping too much. To be fair, if 95% of people are doing stuff a certain way, the 5% who differ will always be questioned. That's true. That's with anything. You're right. I agree. PNG tubing is a static image that switches out, and VTuber is dependent on like the movements of your face. Right? Yeah, they've got a much wider range of motion. I feel like that's the distinguishing factor between the two. I started with PNG tubing because VTubing can be a bit complex. Yeah. And traditionally speaking, like it is very complex. There's so much involved in the rigging and the design and, you know, testing and all this stuff before you can finally like go live with it and have this be like a believable character, right? Because I feel like the idea of VTubing is like immersion. From the viewer side, from the performer's side, it's acting in and of itself in a lot of ways, and continuously so. But you're creating a live storyline, right? Highly interactive live storyline. Which you can do with the PNG tuber too, just with less motion, right? But anyway, sorry, I don't like repeating talking points here. But yeah, that's a really interesting thing to think about. Happy's the bro for bringing that subject up. Anyway, I'm sorry, we went down this rabbit hole. You guys came in and rated. I want to say I appreciate so much Dorky Dino bringing your friends in here to come hang out with us. I didn't say it earlier, but like I am the Fence child. You can call me Fence. I'm a variety streamer. I've been doing this thing for almost 11 years now, and I just love it. I'm a big advocate for mental health. I believe in the power of peer support, and I believe that video games are much more than a form of entertainment, and even much more than just an art form. They are a source of connection, learning, growing, and exploration for us human beings. And I think that they have helped us to better ourselves in more ways than one, sometimes without us even realizing it as players. I believe in the power of video games very, very much as a way to create not just cultural impact, but impact around the world. in ways that very few other entertainment mediums can. So we do a lot of yapping here, obviously. We do some gaming as well. I really like to connect video games and real life situations and drawing parallels between characters and worlds and experiences that we play through with those of our own lives, of our own world, and own experiences. And I found it to be a way to connect with other people from all walks of life. And so I feel like that makes it a lot easier for us to talk about the things that matter. Whether it be our morals and viewpoints, our backstories and the places that we come from, or the challenges and successes that we go through as human beings. So we do a lot of real talk here. I love to open the floor to mental health conversations. If people are having a bad day, this is a good place to talk to us about it. I'm not a streamer that shuts those conversations down. A big part of why I am here is to open the door to those conversations so that you can get that kind of support. We can't provide crisis support, but we do provide some level of peer support, a little bit of emotional support, and a large amount of community support. So this is a place where you can make some friends in a safe space. People aren't going to judge you. We do have some good-natured ribbon from time to time. Most of it comes towards me because you guys hate me. I don't understand it, but I'm kidding. But no, we have a good time here, and we like to support one another. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, I'm glad you're here. Feel free to hang out with us. Tell us a little bit about yourselves, or don't. Just enjoy the show and enjoy the stories of other people, because we do a lot of sharing around here. But yeah, gaming wise, we were playing Resident Evil Requiem today. I play a lot of RPGs, JRPGs, and horror games. So Resident Evil. We played Outlast before here. We've played. Oh my gosh, what's the other Shinji Mikami game? Evil Within, we played that a lot of years ago, but I play a lot of Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts and Nier kind of games as well. And we do adventure games such as like Life is Strange and Night in the Woods and Sea of Solitude. And I'm a big fan of Undertale and Deltarune. So if you like those kinds of games, you're in a good spot here too. Right, like Peanut has a fluid model that shows his movements and expression without his physical face. He does in fact stick to a bit, granted it's a bit more silly, but his model is just lower quality. But he also incorporated outfit changes on the Peanut to keep things fresh. So he's a character. Yeah, to me that's very much in line with the VTuber there. Just incredibly non-traditional. Enough of that though. Raiders, this is Vince. Vince falls behind on chat. Ignore that he'll get around to it, but trust me here. He knows ball and gun. I know ball and gun. Okay. All right. We're going to dive back in for a little bit here. I did just move forward in the game. I'll play until our next save point here. Starting a fence hate subreddit, BRB. Wow. Damn. My feelings, they are wounded. Daddy Sensei with the 22 months of sub. My God, dude. Thank you so much, Derek. Well, welcome back in. And thank you for the support, man. I appreciate it so dang much. You're running on 2 years here almost. That's crazy to think about. Jeez. Brother, are you here to look at some good looking bricks? Look at these bricks. Oh my God, the bricks though. Actually, these aren't as good looking bricks as the ones on the other buildings we were looking at. You know why the dot site's good? Because you can look at bricks better. Dot site is God. I saw what you said earlier, Ghosty, by the way, about you don't like it because it puts you in first person. That does make sense. Considering that, like, everything else you do as Leon is in third person. It's like a big perspective shift here. It's not exactly the smoothest transition either. Like you can kind of see it like Jane. Look at them bricks. I like the expression in that one. But yeah, you can like, there's like a little bit of jank just before it snaps into first person there. It's a little distracting. Is that all that's up here? I thought this would be like the way forward. Weird. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and jump down here. We'll find another way. Modern gamers, when their game has no ball or gun. I need ball and or gun. Otherwise we aren't even gaming. Ooh. Man, when this game gets dark, it gets so dark. And I love it. That's so awesome. The atmosphere, dude. The atmosphere. Alright. Call me Unk. I'm no mod mainly because I shan't be trusted with such power due to my uber autism. You know what? If anything, your uber autism might even make you more effective as a mod. Your hyperfixation might, Ooh, wait, we can stealth kill? Okay. It might show up in surprisingly effective ways. They see me creeping. I'm sneaking. I'm gonna stick a knife up in your belly. Oh! Okay, that was not the belly, nor was it a knife. But it was effective nonetheless. A tracking module. Device with stored combat data. Oh, cool. So I know this is just a big boost in your credits kind of item, but because of the way that item is described, it makes me wonder, whose combat data is stored in here? Look at Mr. Raccoon. Hey, come on, man. There we go. Speaking of being bricked. Now, we don't want to talk about that again. We don't want to talk about that again. Okay? I had too many uncomfortable realizations about the last brick conversation we had. Wrong. I will simply use said powers to hit Garius jokes and bits on fellow fence view. You can do that without mod powers. I do like the classic redirection here, though, of playing jokes on the viewers instead of the streamer. That's surprising. Usually doesn't go down that way. Stealth kill my ass. Why is he so aggressive? Leon's an angry little boy. Don't judge him by his action in the moment. Think about his whole character. It's just one guy. There's no way. I bet there's zombies in the water. Right? Oh, we're going off the map here. Wait a second. We're going way off the map. All right, hold on. I do want to swim with water zombie for a moment. I want to see if I was right. The game's like, you can stealth kill, see? Go stealth kill this one too, and they're gonna have zombies try to stealth kill us. Ghosty, it really is so aggressive. You like got the kidney punch and everything. Like, good lord. I don't know if Agarius is a real word, but me and my coworkers came up with it on Alani Fuel bit. Really? Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that word before. I'm not saying it's not a real word, but I don't recognize it. Let's ignore this. Guys, he doesn't know this yet, but he's falling for my bullshit. The jokes will in fact be on said fence. That's not fair. I'm gullible. Oh. Can you play a joke on Derek instead? He's here. He's built for it. Okay? Alright, battery storage locations. When a battery dies, you'll need to get a new one from either the sewage facility or the underground parking garage. Okay, sewage facility or the garage. Got it. We need 2 batteries. 2 batteries. He was unironically less aggressive with Sadler. Somewhere in the world, a Sadler got a little sadder that day. God, looking at the water is like staring into the void. It's just inky black. Okay. Is there a ladder back up on that side? It feels like no. That's gonna lead into the garage, right? Probably. Then we'll have to go there. So, I mean, yeah, let's do this first. Why not? Oops. Red. Loudest stealth kill I ever fucking heard. You're right. There's nothing quiet about it. Whoa. Alright, we can still stealth kill. You think the other zombie heard me? I'm making so much noise right now. The water's so noisy. If this was Marathon, I would absolutely be getting ganked right now. Don't worry, I am the joke. No, you are not the joke, okay? I won't have it. I won't have anyone looking at you as the designated one to be clowned upon. Jesus, what are you trying to do to me here, Mimu? My God. My God. Vince's heart shrank 3 sizes that day due to mild implosion from fear. Mimu's scary. Mimu's scary. It's nice to see you tonight, Memes. How are you? Can we get a little shout out for Mimu too? If you guys don't know, she is a wonderful VTuber. And if you like silly shenanigans, if you want to throw cheese at somebody, or just appreciate really beautiful artwork and really cute character modeling, go check out her channel. She plays games like Pokemon. She plays cozy games like Star Sand Island. She's just a really wonderful person to spend time with, too. Also, we need your opinion, since you are in the VTuber space alongside, like, Dorky. Happy brought up the question earlier about whether Burnt Peanut is a VTuber or not. What do you think? What is your professional VTuber opinion on this matter? Low key or the other? Give her a low key shout out. Yeah. I'm O'Keys, just chilling tonight. Right on. There's a zombie in that truck. I don't think I'm gonna be able to stealth kill that one. We're asking for trouble. It's spectacular. That was spectacular. Jeez, the gore, dude, is just like, it's not over the top, but like the staying power that it has in this game is impressive. Also, I'm sorry, did I see Scarlet come in earlier? Did I miss Scarlet? Scarlet! If I did, I am sorry. Oh my god, I did. Scarlet, what's up, dude? How are you doing tonight? How about 2 zombies? It's one more than I was willing to handle. But I did what must be done. I want to stealth kill this guy. I don't think I can do it. I think I'm gonna make noise right here. You're gonna see me. Wow. Okay, no. We're just meant to be able to stealth kill literally every zombie in this section. It's holding our hand a little bit here. I feel like that. Oh, that's not good. Hand holding is over. I see. I see. Oh, what exploded? What was that? Stagger, please. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. That's all it takes. I still love the power of positioning in this Resident Evil. You get yourself in a good spot and you can just knife and axe things to death. It's glorious. Okay. I think the RV tuber, like, it's still a digital avatar, right? Yeah. Yep. When did we get 3 grenades? How did that happen? We've just been getting juiced without me realizing it. Alright. Okay. I need to go to bed. I'm ripe for my 5 hours of sleep. Oh, snap. Have a good rest of stream, everyone. Thank you, Happy. You too, man. Not good rest of stream, but like, have a good night. Sleep well.
The battery should be in this room.
Hope you're able to get some rest and have a good day at work tomorrow, buddy. We'll be back on Thursday. Keep your head up and your heart strong, man. And thank you for inspiring us earlier and sharing some of your story and just your progress with us earlier today. It's really nice to read, and it does make a difference, man. I appreciate it. You're welcome, Mimu. My pleasure for the shouty. Okay, what do we got here? That's cooler than a battery. It's a gal. We have acquired the gal. Da-na-na-na. Whoop. Submachine gun developed in the 1950s, lacks accuracy but has a large ammo capacity suitable for bursts of sustained fire. Okay. Huh. Very interesting. All right, so we got ourselves our first machine gun. Weapons that don't fit in your attaché case can be sold at the supply box. They can be bought back for the same amount, so just consider them on hold for safekeeping. That's such a good quality of life feature. Well done, Capcom. Well done. That's how I like my guns. Nice and quiet. Yeah. Me too. Picked them up around the camp or so. Oh, I guess I just didn't realize. Oh, we can actually craft some stuff here too, but I guess I can't right now because it's trying to get me to pick this thing up. Let's move that there. We can rotate this, move it here. Move that there. And then I think now we can actually put this in. Bam, there we go. A nice big square hole here. Perfect. And that's on the down. Okay. Fun. All right. Let me see. Before we do this, we can craft some stuff. We got ammo we can make. We can make a stacked hand grenade. How much of each ammo do we have? I think we're running low on, yeah, handgun ammo. We're pretty good for machine gun ammo at the moment. What is the scrap for again here? Hand grenades. Okay. And that's with gunpowder large. So we'll save that. Get some handgun ammo. 40 machine gun ammo here. Tempting. You know what? Why not? It does sound fun. Okay. weird organization here. There's something so satisfying about it. All right. Cool. Lots of space. Just reload everything. Literally any gun I use in Fallout 76 except that cold shoulder are equipped with the silencer. Oh, really? Yeah, I love me some silenced weapons too. Okay, battery time. An old high-capacity battery. Hopefully. Still has some juice left. Hopefully. All right, now we're gonna be able to leave here without any problems or complications, right? Easy peasy. Hello, friend. Oh. It's our time to... Oh, don't be flinging... Oh my god, and why is everything happening so much? Why is everyone trying to do crazy shit to me? I forgot you could do that. That's so cool. The zombie jump scared before I could. You guys had the same idea. Let it be known that today, Ghosty was on the same brain wavelength as a zombie. We all saw it happen in real time. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh man, no. Oh, now hold on. Now we gotta go back up there. Oh, jeez. Hold on. Like, need to adjust something here. Sorry, I'm realizing something was rather quiet. Where is it? Where's my thing? There, that's going to... Oh, that's going to music for some reason. All right. There we go, that's better. Okay. The hydrate? What about the hydrate? I'm sorry, that was probably really confusing for you guys. I was just like talking out loud while I was looking at my volume mixer. I was wondering why the jump scare wasn't as loud as I remember it being. Oh, man. So, the last 2 sessions of this game have not been nearly as, like, scary as previous sessions, but, like, I've been on edge the entire time. It is intense. Although, I don't know, that spider boss battle was genuinely scary for me. I have a thing about spiders, like, I don't like them. Definitely got that arachnophobia. Hold on. There's a zombie that we left alive. I don't feel like we can do that. It's just unethical. We can't not slay. You know what I mean? Slaying must be done. Map, guide me. We can walk all the way around here. Oh, but is it gonna make us come all the way back around? Probably, huh? Yeah, there's one right there. I don't mind. Worth it. We do it for the coin. There it is. The thing that was rather quiet, I mean, was the hydrate. Oh, was it? Okay, I'll have to look at that too. Whoa, are you kidding me, guy? This guy thought he could clown on us. No, sir. No, sir. Ooh, scrap. This was the right call. Yeah, shotgun shells? Okay. Probably something around this corner too, right? More zombos in here? No. Just nice ammo. Boy, there's a lot of missable things in this game. I kind of love it. Tracking module. Okay, more combat data. More gunpowder large. Now, we can make a grenade. Yeah, buddy. Hell yeah, brother. So they stack in 3s. Wait, what is that? Wait, oh, it's a battery. And that's it here. Okay. Cool. That was a worthwhile detour. Alright, I really gotta get to a save point. Mashi gotta go to bed, man. Or something. Something more relaxing than modding. Okay, alright. Alright. So, here. Yes. We got 1 battery. Bam. And next. Into the sewage facility. Ah, way to crush it, Mashi. I see you. I see you, buddy. More gunpowder large. Okay. And, oh, we're gonna need a lever. A crank. Never change, Resident Evil. Never change. Keep making me track down cranks and levers and batteries and shit to make other shit work. It's part of the appeal. Oh, we got the green herb. Relaxing is right. Sleep probably sometime after breakfast. What's been your breakfast of choice lately, Mashi? Open sesame. Ooh, it's very bright. God, the fact that this game requires the use of the flashlight is so fun. Friggin' bots are no match for you, Mashi. They fought the law, and the law won. A valve hand wheel could be slotted in here. Oh, this is gonna be... We're gonna fight a bunch of crap down here. This just looks like arena level of nonsense. Never played a Resident Evil game, but this one has looked cool. Yeah, dude, it is quite cool. There's just so much to love about it. Like, it's a great horror game. It's an excellent Resident Evil game. It's a pretty cool action game. Like, it's just good stuff, man. I feel like it's got a little bit of something for everybody. Oh boy. Oh boy. Boy, that does not stop them. It has very little stopping power. Okay. Boy, we are loaded up with money right now. Have you ever been interested in the Resident Evil games before, Mimo? Now that I think about it, they're kind of not something that I would expect you to play. I wonder how you would react to the games. Oh, that scared me. That scared me, and I immediately remembered I have to be quiet because it's late. And I've got really nice neighbors downstairs I don't want to disturb. That scared me. The only Resi game I ever played was the one at the Manor on PS1 where we play as Jill for the most part, I think. Yeah, you got the Jill route and the Chris route. Yeah, that's taking it back too. That game is so good. I haven't played it in a long time, but I think that's my most played Resident Evil. I really enjoy that one. It looks spooky, yeah. It's a scary time, man. Don't hit. No, don't hit, weird blister creature. That didn't work. Oh, that hit him or her, but not him. You know, we don't need that. Where's my... There's my shotgun. There it is. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Ow. Ow. Oh, right, they create blister heads. That was so stupid. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? That killed me. Whoops. Oh boy. All right. Hold on. If I were to load. Oh, we can load here. Okay. You know what? And that does an autosave for Leon stuff. Okay, so we do still get autosaving for Leon. We're gonna call it there, actually. Because it's late, dude. It's late. We still got another Resi stream later this week too, so we're on track. We're doing some good stuff. And what a fun time. I love this game a lot. I ain't no coward. I ain't no coward, no way, no how. It's 12:30. I gotta be kind to myself. It's important. 6:30 a.m. Yep. It's late, buddy. It's late. If you like what you're seeing, you've enjoyed this gameplay experience so far, I highly recommend picking up Resident Evil Requiem. It is one of the most engaging, most detailed, most passionate Resident Evil games that I have seen Capcom come out with. Very, very good stuff, man. A lot of fun. Scaredy pants. That's me. My pants are scared. My pants are so scared they're running away from me, and I'm running away from them because they're running at all. That's scary, man. The pants shouldn't do that. You're very welcome. It was my pleasure. I had a lot of fun. I want to give a shout out again to Dorky Dino for the raid. I appreciate you coming in and bringing your folks in. Again, if you guys have not followed Dorky Dino, definitely do that, man. They're a wonderful person. Really fun to hang out with. It was really nice of them to come in today. And let's see, we got a resub today too from Daddy Sensei, man. I appreciate the heck out of you, Derek. It was nice to see you tonight. I didn't expect to see you so late. Thanks for showing up in form as always, man. #1 supporter, Derek, over here. Also, did you know that Derek is Street Ave Boulevard's biggest fan? He's amazing. It's awesome. I will see you guys on Thursday, and we'll be playing some more Resident Evil Requiem. We'll have some more peer support, a new question of the day. If anybody's got anything going on in between now and then, please reach out to us in Discord. We'd be more than happy to support you if you need to talk about something or get something off your chest. You're not alone. Peer-to-peer is the channel to use in our Discord server. It's there for you. It's there for you to tell us what's going on and receive some support and feedback from people who get it, honestly, because a lot of us have been through some difficult things too, and we know what it's like to feel like we're alone through them. We don't want you to have to feel that way. We're here for you. Keep your heads up and your heart strong, everybody. Yeah, Dino was awesome. She's so fun. They're so fun. Again, see you on Thursday. Have a great night. Keep your heads up and your heart strong, and I will see you next time on The Fence. Ta-ta.